My mind is so spectacular. Open up your aperture. You don't like the light that I be shining. Did you Dracula? Southern draw vernacular. Flip you like a spatula. Knew that I was built to put this word up on my scapula. I've been on this road so long, my tires bald. I don't wanna text and no, I don't wanna call. Came in this shit running, bitch, I don't know how to crawl. We ain't never folding, I'm holding the highest car. Look, okay, grew up running post routes. Now I'm on the cash route. Better call the plumber, that boy spitting like a bass spout. All these bad women in this club, fuck is you mad about? Word to all my estheticians, boy, I'm about to lash out. Straight from St. John's to the east side, jigging since the knee high. Watch the way I put on for my state, nigga, yeehaw. Respected no everything. Crazy how I made it to the league from the bleach eyes. Boy, my shit hair on, black, rich, and bare arms. Smoking on that yogi, this shit stronger than some bare arms. Goku, I'm in rare form, you cannot prepare for him. When I swing, it's like a carnivore, this shit ain't fair for him. Brought intellect back to this rap shit. You niggas need chapstick. Shit been dry for way too long, and I'm the matchstick. You niggas Nickelodeon me, I'm more like Cap Nick. Cap a nigga, throw him in front of me. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said that I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. About to blow like we just lit the fuse. We double dutch into this dough, I get this shit in twos. Push the button, get it started, put that shit in cruise. A little dust up on his heart, I barely get to use. A fool flatters himself, a wise man flatters the fool. Man, I just came to get it started like mechanics with tools. Cause in my hood, if you don't pack a tool, you planning to lose. These young boys deserve Oscars, they be acting a fool. A couple loose screws, but they hammer accurate. Ooh, I know some niggas stuck on drugs and manufacture it too. School of hard knocks, we all got our bachelor's food. No cap and gowns, but we all had to master. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said it, I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. I'm lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh wax, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopped and we don't even need no brake lights. Say she don't smoke, but she always smoke with me, yeah. Backwards in the air, back up in the ovaries, yeah. All my ops, they stay running like they over easy, yeah. Even my masseuses can't just get too close to me, yeah. Shout out to Next, soon as the ink dry, we count out the checks, yeah. I never flex, I bought up a business, you bought up a section. I'm at the top of my class, yeah. Y'all never learned from your lessons. Skywalker gave me the force, yeah. Turn this into an obsession, yeah. I couldn't wait on the team, cooking shit up with just me run play, yeah. Things never are what they seem, but we know the facts, yeah. Charging that shit to the game, but now I pull up with a battery pack, yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and we can just leave it at fact. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh wax, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopped and we don't even need no brake lights. Big bro, why they call you big bro? Every time we hit the bank, we deposit zip codes. Well connected with the streets like we out in Skid Row.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, folks, on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all come in here to share, subscribe. Let's get it popping, man. Cash App right here as well. I forgot to mention as well, Cash App is $ Slick Rick 1990, $ Slick Rick 1990. You guys go to our Cash App or our super stickers and super comments that you guys be so kind to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast at your own discretion, like my man Allen NG just did right here with a $1.99 donation. He said, "What's up, BJ? Adam is talking shit. BJ, time for round 2. Really? Okay. Um, I guess that's cool. I don't know what particularly reason why, but yeah, that's cool. Good for Adam. I appreciate that. But I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody else into the chat box as well. Shout out to my man Gabe. What's good, brother? Hey, BJ, how you doing? My man Frank, my man Dom said, BJ, where you at? Let me talk my shit. Yes, sir. We're gonna let you in here very shortly, man. My man D Rob with the yo, what's good, brother? My man D Rob. Lawrence, Lawn Care Z said the Claw is playoff mode. Yes, he is. Kawhi smoked these clowns. Those clowns. Why? I appreciate you, man. Corey Gear 5 said the finals run will be epic. Hey, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got to talk about the game last night. We got to go into the upcoming games from here on out. We got the standings. We got so much in the West that is going on, man, that we got to, touch on. But first, let's get into what happened last night. If you guys did not see, I posted a YouTube clip on my shorts of me interviewing Klay Thompson. Great, humbling experience, man. Klay Thompson, one of the legends, top 3 shooters of all time, in my personal opinion. Got a chance to get some time with him last night and, interview Jason Kidd, Derek Lively. I got Kai Jones, all from the Mavericks. Of course, Ty Lue for the Clippers. And then after the game, we got a chance to, see the players come out for the Clippers after the victory. Pretty cool. So all that stuff I'm posting with the content, man, if you guys are a member, you guys get the opportunity to see that content. Like I said, for the people who are members who are sewing into the pod, I let y'all get the priority of seeing that type of, in-depth stuff. So if you want to have that opportunity to get that, just make sure you guys become members. You guys can sign up on the YouTube page for what they call the pull-up badge, and you guys will have access to all those perks. But let's get into it. We got 25 people, which have over 25 likes. Last night, the Clippers put the beat down on those Dallas Mavericks, 135-104 at home, which pushes them to 46-32 of the year. And the Mavericks are 38-41 for the year. Of course, the Mavericks are missing their star player, Kyrie Irving. Daniel Gafford did not play last night as well. And the Clippers took full advantage of that. Also, with Kawhi Leonard being on minutes restrictions last night, they're probably going to run the same play against the Spurs. They're going to probably let them play that game. They're going to get them out the way very early. And then against Houston, they're going to come and, probably play Kawhi more time. Not so sure how that would work with this whole minutes restriction against the Houston Rockets, who will be at full strength, who is a top 3 defense in the NBA, who have been clicking. They just beat OKC the other night. So I'm not so sure how that would work, how they're going to play that. But Kawhi did play his first back-to-back last night, and he's looking like more and more like he's in playoff mode. So let's get into the stats, shall we? Let's get into the team stats, what happened last night. From the field, we got the shooting splits. 56% for the Clippers, 43% to the Mavericks, 3-point percentage, 25.9 to 39.3 goes to the Clippers. Free throws, 76 to 80% goes to the Clippers. They win all 3 of those categories. Rebounding, 45 to 41 goes to the Clippers. Assists, 31 to 18 goes to the Clippers. Steals, 11 to 5 go to the Clippers. Blocks, 3 to 8 goes to the Mavericks. Total turnovers, the Clippers have 7 to the Mavericks 16, so we went out that category. Also, fouls, 18 to 22 goes to the Mavericks. And then the largest lead the Clippers had was 32 points, and the largest lead for the Mavericks was 0, where they did not lead at all in the contest. Y'all come in here, hit the like button. Y'all come in here. Smash that like. 31 people should have over 31 likes. And let's see. I don't know who this person is. Sorry about that. Y'all have to get up out of here. I already did. Hey, moderators, if you guys be so kind, when you guys see spams like that or people in the comments with that, y'all have my my blessing to go ahead and remove them, remove the trash out of the chat box. This is as much y'all podcast as much as mine, so you guys can do what y'all need to do. Shout out to my boy JM. Say go Clippers. Finally donate. My man JM Clippers. Definitely appreciate you coming in, man. We're gonna definitely see you on the pod here very soon. One Mike said when the Clippers lose in the first round like clowns, like old man skills, and JM will say it was because Kawhi played this back to back. Y'all not fooling anybody. Well, we'll see when that day comes. Carmelie Gibson said we can spank anyone. Only team that scares me is nobody. Okay. We got 34 people. Let's get these likes over 34 likes. D-Rob said if the Clippers win the chip, where would this rank Claw? Oh, that's a good question. We're going to talk about that. Bruce, hello, BJ and everyone. How you doing, Bruce? Look forward to seeing you on the panel, brother. But let's get back to the stats and to the numbers. The Clippers pretty much dominated every single metric last night on a teamscape. So that was great to see in that first half as well. Their defense showed very, very early. And the team actually, was playing very good team basketball. Let's go into the individual numbers. Let's start off with the Mavericks. You got Anthony Davis started with P.J. Washington, Derek Lively, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Klay Thompson. Okay, 3 of the 4 guys were in double figures. 1 guy was only above 20 points. And then you have 1 guy off the bench who outscored everybody outside of Anthony Davis. So let's get off of that real quick. Kai Jones has 18 points in 21 minutes, goes 9 for 9 from the field and 7 rebounds and 3 blocks. Very, very good DM for Kyle Jones. I got a chance to interview him last night as well. He spoke about how his fit with the Mavericks have been. He said it's been very well. I personally think the Clippers made a mistake letting him go. But, hey, he's doing very good over there, getting playing time, getting the opportunity to play with injuries and stuff like that. So, good job from, Kyle Jones playing the way he played last night. Caleb Martin, Najee Marshall chipped in with 7 and 9, and then Max Christie with 7 points. Very, very minimal production amongst those 3 guys. But, that's kind of where it is right now. You had off the bench as well, Dwight Powell with only 7 minutes. Jaden Hardy did not play last night as well. And then we go into the starters for the Mavericks. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, who had 8 points, 1 for 11 from the field. That is just simply defense and settling for 3-point shots, which pretty much corralled Spencer Dinwiddie. He did have 9 assists to go with that, with 1 turnover. But as far as his scoring output in 33 minutes, that is a complete fail. With no Kyrie Irving, you definitely need somebody that's going to be able to carry that scoring load by committee. And Spencer Dinwiddie cannot do that. Derek Lively acquired 2 points, 15 minutes, just coming back from injury. I think it's his second or third game back. Definitely trying to get his feel from what he said last night, just trying to get into the swing of things. You had, P.J. Washington with 12 points, 3 for 7 from the field, 6 for 8 from the free throw line. Not great from the three-pointer arc, 0 for 3. Not bringing much on the defensive end when guarding Kawhi Leonard or James Harden. He really couldn't, stop either one of them. That's their prime defensive player, and he really couldn't do anything against those two. And then you look at Klay Thompson, 25 minutes, 5 for 10 from the field, 4 for 8 from the three-point line. Not bad. He had the best 3-point percentage outlook yesterday on the Mavericks. And, I think he just need a little bit more volume. And I think, like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie did not come with him, which kind of put the Mavericks not to get enough points. And then Anthony Davis, 27 points in 27 minutes, 8 for 19 from the field, 1 for 5 from the three-point line, and 9 rebounds. Good, but not great game. Second game off a back-to-back. Did not play the first end of the back-to-back. So it's, kind of just Anthony Davis getting into the field thing. The Mavericks are looking at right now, from what I understand, they're looking to just compete. They know they're not going to be making any noise this year, but they're looking to get healthy for next season. But they are bringing camaraderie and chemistry going into next season. So look out for the Mavericks next year, in my personal opinion. Let's see. Let's go into the Clippers side. All right, so a collective unit last night. The top 3 guys were Kawhi, Hibiscus Zubac, and James Harden, who had 20 plus 25 points apiece, which we're going to get into them in a minute. Let's talk about some of the role players, though. Let's talk about guys like let's see. I want to talk about Nicholas Batum and this lineup, the second group. Nicholas Batum, Derek Jones, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Ben Simmons. Those four off the bench with Kawhi. I want to talk about that lineup. If you guys haven't noticed, when they play that lineup in the second and third quarters, the second parts of parts of third quarter and beginning of second quarters, the Clippers seem to make a little bit of some magic on the defensive end where they seem to either get back into games or keep leads with that lineup because when you have a team outside of Bogdanovich who have guys who are good defenders and you really can't exploit nobody. They're long, they're handsy, stuff like that. It makes it hard for the opposition to get their buckets. In a game like against the Mavericks yesterday, where you don't have much perimeter scoring, it was a perfect game for Batum. It was a perfect game for Derek Jones. It was a perfect game for Ben Simmons. And then you had Kawhi, of course, the starting lineup. So that's a kind of a formula that they have definitely built in that second group and amongst those players. So shout out to the Clippers. Shout out to Jeff Van Gundy, who still ain't returned back on the bench. I'm not so sure what's going on with JVG, but he's been out for almost a month now. So it's kind of a little strange that he hasn't been back yet. But we'll definitely see him probably most likely in the postseason, the first game. But the bench, I wanted to shout out the bench, and let's talk about the starters. Chris Dunn, 20 minutes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Not much impact from Chris Dunn, I must say. And not to also mention, Chris Dunn may be the one out the starting lineup here coming in here very soon. I just think personally, there's more that we can get from somebody else off that bench where we would need to particularly bring Chris Dunn in as a starter. I know Ty Lue likes Chris Dunn because he said he's another ball handler, but as far as like his, outside shooting and him having to guard up in position, you put him at a disadvantage. And with these teams going bigger, teams like OKC, teams like Houston, Denver are going to be forced to go bigger. The Lakers are going to be forced to go bigger, right? They're going to be teams that's going to be, having to leave Chris Dunn a little vulnerable. So I personally think Chris Dunn will be better suited off the bench. I think Chris Dunn will be suited better to play with that second string, right? Bring some energy in. And then after that, kind of just, allow the other players to take suit. But as far as what Chris Dunn brought at the beginning of the season, we no longer really are desperate for that. I think he had a good run at the start of the season where he was trying to, prove himself. But now that the teams are starting to settle in, they're starting to game plan, and it can be more of a weakness than a strength to keep him in that starting line for too long. So he played 20 minutes last night. Norman Powell, quiet night, 4 for 13 from the field, 1 for 5 from the 3 with 9 points. So questions about Norm, if y'all have in the chat box. As a matter of fact, make sure y'all hit that like button as well. See, Norm obviously has not been, as consistent as he was at the first part of the season. His numbers have been dropping a bit, but we also got to remember this guy was shooting at unbelievable shooting splits for the majority of the season. At some point, he was going to cool off. At some point, he was going to cool down. At some point, teams are going to start playing and, tracking him at some point. So when you have that and you got a team like Norman Powell, in that sequence, it's very tough to keep that fire going over and over and over. So I think the biggest question is like, where does Norm fit in all this? Well, Norm is our scorer. He's our firecracker. And you better not take him away because he will be needed in the postseason. There will be teams in the postseason that they're going to need him to prevail against. So you can't take away the only attribute that he does well, which is scoring the basketball. So to make the long story short, I am not really worried about Norm's, couple average or inefficient games because I know what he's been all season for us. So I think he's earned that position, earn that right to at least, have the green light to be no worse than the second or third scorer at least. He shouldn't be no fourth or fifth. He should be at least the second or third scorer. And there'll be some nights where Kawhi will even defer because he wants to not, get Norm off track. Because Norm is the only person really that creates rim pressure amongst those three guys. Kawhi, he settles into his spots, but he's not really driving into the rim, not driving to the lane, time after time. James Harden is more so if you look in the, for the whistle. So it's not like the only person I see that really doesn't need fouls called on him to get his buckets at the basket is Norman. It's the only person I've seen him be efficient from all, three areas, from the three, from the field, and from the free throw line, has been Norman. So you don't just put that on the back seat and say, oh, we just going to, put him in where you can. Like, no, he's averaging 22 points this season. He's been leading us for, pretty much the duration of the season in scoring. So I think he'll get his mix back, but it's just going to take a little bit of, fine tuning. Y'all come in and make sure y'all smash that like button. Hey, y'all need to block these dudes, man. Moderators, get on y'all jobs. Get on your job, moderators. Y'all have the plan. Y'all have the power to block people. Y'all got the power to block people in the chat. That's why I gave y'all a wrench. People with wrenches, y'all got the power to block people if they start spamming. So I'm gonna need y'all to get on it. All right. So we got James, we got Zoo, we got Kawhi. So let's start off with Zoo. Zoo 11 for 11 from the field last night with 10 rebounds and 25 points. A monster game from Ivica Zubac. Okay, a monster game, 100% from the field, 100% from the line, 25 points and 10 rebounds. What a game from Ivica Zubac. I just think, again, it's more so about, and a game against, two big, like three guys who are big. He basically did what he wanted to do in the post, off of, passes from James, off of passes from someone else. Like, he just pretty much up and unders, jump hook, all that, power dunks, all that stuff was, on point. So I got to give Zubac that amount of credit. And, yeah, just keep doing what he's doing. James Harden, 10 for 19 from the field, 29 points, 8 for 9 from the free throw line, 1 for 4, 14 assists with 2 turnovers. Assist turnover ratio off the charts for James Harden. Ability to score. Also, when Kawhi was out in the first half and started spots of the game, kept the lead going, kept the separation going between them and the Mavericks. I thought was pivotal. That definitely need to be pointed out. He was just basically getting to the rim, and he looked like he was a step quicker than his opposition. So he's definitely getting that pep back in his step, right? So, and he played 31 minutes, so he outplayed everybody yesterday. I don't know if he played everybody out on the Mavericks too, not just the Clippers. So he continuously, had a very, very, well thought out game where the minutes were lowered. So I think, again, just basically coming to a point where this is the playoffs. So, he's definitely moving towards the right direction. Which, speaking of which, we got to get into the main attraction. We got to get into Kawhi Leonard. 12 for 19 from the field, 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw, 6 rebounds, and 29 points. Let me tell y'all something, man. This man is officially in playoff mode, averaging 21 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 3 assists, 49% from the field. And watching it in time was just nothing more short of remarkable. I got to give y'all this. Kawhi, in that first half, man, was just automatically just making whatever shot. Before he shot the ball, I could tell it was going right through. Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall all took cracks at Kawhi. And he, every single time, got into their chest, backed them in, and shot that famous fadeaway jump shot. His handle looks immaculate. He's pounding the ball. So that's another thing, too. Not only is he's not just catching it in one spot and just saying I'm just gonna catch it and shoot. He's becoming like all on the perimeter, he's dribbling the basketball like a ball on a string, and then on the defensive end, he's all over the place. He's all over the place. So I gotta he understands the moment. On minutes restriction yesterday, he got the most out of his time early on in the game. I think the Clippers were up 2-10 to start the game off early, and they start off on the defensive end. So his defense, his hands, his efficiency, all that is just it's all intact right now. So it's a scary sight for other teams to have to deal with this. We're gonna have to see because we got 4 games left on the schedule. So what I want to do is I want to talk about a little bit about these standings. I want to go into the schedules, and then I want to actually let y'all kind of come in here and give me y'all thoughts about what y'all think. The Clippers are in tail for the last 4 games of the season. We got 4 games left, back to back against San Antonio and Houston, and we got 2 games on the road against Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors. So if you guys be so kind, please revert to the screen as we allow y'all see the standings on point. So 15 spots, right? 15 spots. And it looks like we got 11-team race. The Suns right now are 2 games out of that 10th seed. Kevin Durant being out currently right now with that sprained ankle, them losing to Boston the way they did, I find it very hard the Suns will be making it this year, which makes it pretty obvious that there will be changes in Phoenix in the offseason. What kind of changes, I'm not sure, but there will be changes in Phoenix come this offseason as y'all come to hit that like button. And then you got the Kings, the Mavericks in that 9th and 10th seed. Now, of course, the Kings, they are simply tied with the Mavericks. 1 less loss and 1 less win. We have the Kings in about a week from now. We got the Kings on a Friday in Sacramento. I will be attending in that game. So they have definitely hopes of trying to get into that 9th seed at least so they get home court advantage against Dallas. And then you got the Clippers and the Grizzlies are the 7th and 8th seed tied 46 and 32, but the Clippers do hold that tiebreaker. So as y'all look at that's the playing situation right now, 7 through 10. All right, so we've had our way against the Grizzlies. We beat the Mavericks 3 out of 4 times. And then the Kings, we got them coming up here this upcoming Friday. We've had pretty success against them, 2 against 0. So looking at the numbers, looking at the standings, the Clippers definitely are looking to try and get somewhere between that 5th and 6th seed. I think them getting the 1st seed or getting that 4th seed would be a stretch. That would mean Denver would need to lose they would need to lose 2 times, actually 3 times, because they got the tiebreaker over us as well. They will have to lose, 3 of their last 4 games for them to be basically tied with us. They get that 4th seed. The Warriors right now are half a game over us. They're in the 5th seed. We got them the last game of the season. That's going to determine a lot. I think the Warriors have 5 games left. So they would need to basically lose out. And we would need to win at least 3 out of the 4 games. And we're going to have to beat them at home or beat them on the road. Right? So that's a sticky situation. Then you got the Timberwolves, who own the tiebreaker over us right now. Based off of their schedule, they got a game against Milwaukee coming up, and they got a game against Memphis. So those are 2 of their last 4 games that are pretty tough. Outside of that, they got Portland and they got Brooklyn. So if there's a time for Minnesota to lose, it'll be this upcoming game against Milwaukee for us to possibly jump them and get into the playoffs picture. Now, I want y'all to listen very closely because it's going to be very, 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 very quick. So looking at the standings right now, with the Clippers tied with the T-Wolves and the Grizzlies. We own the tiebreaker over Memphis. The Timberwolves own the tiebreaker over us. So let's go ahead and look at something real quick. Let's go on and bring out the schedule. Excuse me. All right. So the Clippers have 4 games left. They got the Spurs Tuesday. They got the Rockets Wednesday. They got the Kings Friday in Sacramento and got the Warriors Sunday in Golden State. Now, this is how I look at this right now. I'm looking out. They're going to probably play this out. So that Spurs and Rockets game is a back-to-back. Now, depending on if the Spurs play everybody, I'm talking about Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Chris Paul, Jeremy Sohan, Harrison Barnes. Depending if they play those guys will determine if Kawhi plays or not. Okay? Because no Wembanyama is very, very, a big deal because now they don't have nobody at the rim to really challenge, drives to the basket. They have nobody at the, at the rim to, really alter shots. So them not having Wembanyama definitely makes them vulnerable. Their defense is definitely going to drop with Wembanyama off the court. The Spurs have been playing hard the last few games, but it's going to determine how, if who plays on that game, if Kawhi does play or if he plays limited minutes. But the Rockets game, the Houston game, is going to be very, very important because that game is up against a team that's number 2 seed in the West. That's against a team that just beat OKC. That's against a team that we haven't beat this season. That's against a team that is ranked number 3, top 3 ranked defensively in the NBA. So that's going to be a challenging game. That's going to be a determining game. Based off of we win or lose, that will be a big game for the Clippers. Right? So we got that. We finished off our homestand against Houston. Then we got the Kings, and then we got the Warriors. Now, you guys got to remember with the Kings, they're fighting for a play-in spot as well. They're the 10th seed. So definitely they're all going to play. Last time we played Sacramento, they won. Kawhi got on the game-winning shot, but they did not have DeMontis Sabonis. They did not have Malik Monk. So things will be a little bit different. It will be in Sacramento. That crowd will be, very, very hectic. Of course, I'll be there. I can't wait to go see that arena. And, basically, it's just going to be a very, very intense game. And then you got the Warriors and the Warriors at Chase Center. They're 21-2 with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler in the lineup. They're 20-5 since that trade. They've won 5 straight. And they're the other team in the West that's been clicking like us. So, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. The main thing. He said it's as simple as this. For the Clippers to finish 6th, 5th, or 4th, it's quite actually simple. If they went out, they can't finish worse than 6th. Also, if we have the tiebreaker over the Warriors, he said we could actually finish as high as the 3rd if we went out and things fall in our favor. But I guarantee no worse than the 6th if we went out. This is what we control and should focus on. So the thing about it is with the standings, you talking about the 3rd seed. You got to remember the Lakers got the tiebreaker over us. So even if they win out or if they lose one game, they have the tiebreaker still over us. They're getting that 3rd seed. The 4th seed, Denver is the 4th seed. They have the tiebreaker over us. So like I just mentioned, even if they're a game and a half, I think, in front of us. So we would need to win out all 4, but Denver has 4 games as well. So even if they lose 1 or 2 games, they'll be tied with us, and they will be able to still have the tiebreaker. The 5th seed, yes, the Warriors, they have the tiebreaker. We have the tiebreaker over the Warriors. So the Warriors, that game against Golden State, if we lose that game, it's a good chance the Warriors will be in that fifth seed because just like us, they've been rolling too. So we have to get that last game against Golden State no matter what. It's not as simple as if we just win this game, win that game. Like if other teams keep winning and they have the tiebreaker over us, we're staying in the same spot which we've been the whole time. We've been winning games, but so have they. I hope that makes sense. Appreciate the comment. Honestly, I don't care about happens. I got you. Shout out to my boy Jonell. What's good, brother? Shout out to my boy Jonell in the comments. So that's what I want to say about the that's what I want to say about our schedule. Now, let me say this. Based off of what we got going right now, I would say if the Clippers we want to aim for home court advantage. Let's go through a couple scenarios. Let's focus on the Clippers. They're the 7th seed right now. Let's say, for all intents and purposes, and it's just for a scenario, let's say the Clippers are in the 7th seed and they face Memphis. I'm comfortable with that because we've had success against Memphis. We'll be at home. We have the formula. Kawhi's playing at an all-time great level. And, guys seem to get off against Memphis. And I think the Clippers have the best home record, top 3 in the NBA. That Intuit Dome definitely has been wonders for this team. On the other hand, the road has not been as been forgiving to the Clippers. We have a losing road record along with I think the Lakers this season. So that's the big thing. So we want to get home court no matter what. Now, if we can get home court in the playoffs, depending who we face, that's going to be big. If we on the road starting off, that's going to be after we have to see. Against Houston, I need to see the Clippers against Houston. I need to see the Clippers up against Golden State. I got to see the Clippers hell even against Sacramento. I think the Spurs game will be pretty, cut and dry. I think the Clippers will, pretty much dominate like they did against the Mavericks. So then after that, we got 3 good games after that. But for certain, we're going to have Kawhi Leonard at an all-time high in the playoffs. He's ready to go. He looks healthy. He's all over the place. He's flying around, getting steals, playing on the defensive end, all that good stuff. So that's the biggest thing I want to mention real quick. And let me go ahead and let y'all in, man. I've talked long enough, a little less than 40 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and get right to it, man. Let y'all get y'all opinions out, and we're gonna speak about it. Shout out to you in the building, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. What's good? Hoping the Warriors, Lakers, and Denver lose today. The Lakers have a possibility of losing tonight because they got OKC. The Warriors, they face Houston tonight, and then Denver. I don't know who they play. Rob, what's good, brother?
What's up, BJ?
What's happening? What's the deal?
What's good? Man, hey, man, BJ, I love the last 2 games that we won, but I think we all kind of knew we were going to stomp over the Mavs. Man, the seedings, man. This is what I was saying, BJ. I hate having to depend on other teams to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as a Clipper, being a Clipper fan, of course, the teams are winning. Minnesota and Warriors, of course, they stay winning right now. But you know what? I like what you said about Memphis being the 8th seed. When Minnesota was in the 8th and Minnesota went in the 7th, I was worried about Minnesota. But like you said, if we play in Memphis and we at home, I'm not really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Because we beat them and we can handily beat those guys. So, like you said, I'm not really worried about that seeding. That Warriors game is going to be big, man, when we play them. when we get there. Like you said, Spurs, we can whoop those guys. I ain't really worried about them. The Rockets, like you said, I want to see that Rockets game, and I want to see that Warriors game. I feel like we can beat the Kings, but I know they're going to play hard with DeRozan in them. You know, DeRozan, they're going to play hard, man. I already know. But I think we could beat them, you know. But, man, you know what I've been seeing, BJ? Because a lot of people was talking about the rotations and stuff, and right now you can tell that Ty Lue is running with that small ball 3-guard lineup. That's his lineup, B. And I noticed we only go bigger when Kawhi is out because he'll bring DJ and he'll bring Bogey in, and that's when we go bigger. So everybody talking about going big, yeah, I know, but I think that's the lineup he's gonna probably run with in the in the playoffs, bro. Because I mean, really, he could really do anything with that. Honestly, he could switch that with DJ, with Nico, but man, this is great, man. I love it, man. I love to see the Clippers in contention. This is all I ask for is to have a chance, and we made a chance for ourselves. And I don't know if you noticed, BJ, as a Clipper fan, it's crazy. We're seeing more haters, man. It's like they come out when the Clippers start having a little bit of success, man. The haters love to come in bashes, man. I don't know what it is about the Clippers, but people hate when the Clippers have success.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, man. We're playing so good right now, and Kawhi Leonard is like I said, the Terminator is back, man. He ready for the playoffs, man. And as long as we go, as you know, honestly, as Kawhi keep playing like this, we don't have nothing to worry about. We just got to worry about the other guys coming along. You know, just hey, if everybody just do their part, man, this can go far, man. Just follow behind Kawhi Leonard's lead.
For sure. I think that's the main thing we can put our hat on is Kawhi Leonard is in full playoff mode. Just not even just the numbers. Forget the numbers. Just look how he's moving around.
Dude, look how he's moving on defense, BJ. Like you could tell he healthy. Like, dude, his instincts is back. Be on defense.
It's absolutely scary.
He's locking these, bro. Oh man, these guys. Hey, I feel like Kawhi's ready to show everybody. Like, hey, y'all quiet on me, but I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all who the real man, who the real leader of the NBA is.
So look, let me give my man JM the building. What's good, JM?
What's up, BJ? Pull up panel chat. Hey, yo,
What's
BJ. Hey, what up, my bro? I used the actual Cash App. I didn't even see that $sign on that thing. So I'm hoping it went to the right person.
Nah, you should be good. You should be good, bro.
Yeah, I used the exact name you had on your panel. So, now, with that said, we won, of course, right? I just was looking at the way we won, and we haven't running more plays, and Zoo pulling out some tricks, hitting 10-foot jumpers. Not 10-foot, 3-foot jumpers, showing that he's expanding his game. Our rotation look like they're getting a little bit better. The 3-guard lineup, honestly, I wasn't a fan of at first, but until I really understood what it was. That's used against teams with big players. You put a smaller person on it, they're usually going to foul out that big person and going to make it hard for the big person to keep following around the smaller guard.
And JM, we only go big when he takes Kawhi Leonard out, too.
Well, no, we actually stay big because if Kawhi not in with the second unit, Zoo and I'm still in the first unit. So it's like, I think that the 3 guys, it's like an expansion of a pick and roll. That's my, best way I could explain it. Like, with a pick and roll, you just got the guard and the center. With that 3-guard lineup, you got 3 guards in the center. Like, except for we bigger because we got. It's hard to explain it, but I understand why he uses it now against big teams. If we want small, then we just gonna stay our size anyway. So, and Zoo went 11 for. He broke first one in NBA history. Have 11 straight. He didn't miss at all. 25 points and no turnovers. Out of 11 shots, he went 11 for 11. That's an NBA record. He's the only person in NBA history that has ever done that. So he up there putting up big Shaq, Shaq numbers of dominant centers with the Kings and all of them. He up there with the Wilt Chamberlains, so I'm glad, happy for him. Powell game, Powell game really isn't really a game. That's just the way he plays, so he attacks constantly. It's either a 3-point shot or he's going to attack. Well, that's easy to scout. So, it gets better coached teams that's going to clog the lane, and he's not going to be able to really get to the rim the way he wants to. So he'll be regulated to it. Luckily, he can still shoot threes, so that works in his favor. He can do both. And that second unit, that's the anchor of our team. That Kawhi, that Bogey, that Ben, I was calling that out.
Defense is tough, man. Defense is tough with that lineup.
It's a combination of defense and offense because Bogey and Kawhi is the offense. Batum could also shoot, but it's like if Kawhi was 5 different people, that's what you would have. Bogey trying his best, but, trying to check people. But his aggressiveness with the point guard and all of that. So Ben plays. So we clicking, and the last thing I'll say, at the beginning, his ego and all that, and Kawhi, they got to catch him outside, whatever. Come to find out, they've been talking, the whole time, and so they finally figured it out. Harden is shooting less shots. And he's becoming a better passer, like he's becoming focused. And my team's gelling very well. As far as I play, the best thing happened for us was when Brian Shaw got a chance to coach. That was the best thing ever because that changed the way we've been playing, like totally different before Brian Shaw actually had the time to make a stint. We playing more like how Brian Shaw played us. And so It just everything was gelling. As long as we get in the playoffs, man, I don't really care about seeds or none of that. Like, we got the most dangerous team in the NBA with a Kawhi back-to-backs. But Kawhi been saying he wanted to play the whole time, so hopefully that kill all that load management crap. I was saying it was a medical. They come up here, Kawhi this, Kawhi that. Fam, it's the medical staff, all of that. So that finally came out in the open. I
heard that during the thing too, JM. During the guys they were telling, they were saying Kawhi's been wanting to come play back to back for a while now.
But it was good to hear Ty Lue finally say it. He the one said it first. Like, Kawhi been wanting to play, but the medical staff wanted to do it. No, I understand all that. Either way, go Clippers, man, and shout out to all them. I was talking about trade Kawhi and blow up the team, and we gonna be nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Now
all them, I want to hear all that. Kawhi, they talking about Kawhi Wash and all that bullshit, bro. Kawhi is here.
But when we made it, where ESPN is featuring us more and more, we made it. Like, ESPN jumping on the bandwagon now.
Man, fuck. You know what? Hey, JM,
they do that every year. They do that every year with us.
Screw ESPN, BJ. Screw them. They the first to talk crazy about us. You know what I'm saying? So, but they quick to jump on our bandwagon whenever we have success.
You know what it is? They jump on it. They switch their mind all the time. Like once they say, "Oh, we through," and then they say, "Oh, the Clippers can win." It's always back and forth. So I take that with a grain of salt too.
That's a bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to see. That's all. Just fascinating. Like, there, y'all.
Nah, dude. Yeah. Hey, you guys, there was a play last night that I was, like, Kawhi was. It was a defensive play. Kawhi was swiping. He didn't get the steal, but Chris Dunn came from the corner and got a steal off. I was like, dude, this defense is for real, bro. I'm like, Kawhi playing defense like this with Chris Dunn. Oh my God, bro, these guys are gonna be some pests in the playoffs.
The best part about it is both units could do it.
Exactly, that's what I love, man. Both you, that second unit, the defense is really good.
So
Like we could
whole
switch everything on that second unit.
we could switch everything. Our whole team is defensive. Man, it ain't just Kawhi. It's like he might
No,
be
I know, but I'm just saying with how he's moving, and then you have how you already know how Chris Dunn moving. So it's just like these guys are gonna be some pests out there, man.
Even Harden, I'm highly impressed with Harden's growth in the past couple of games. Like even his defense is.
Damn, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been hard on Harden too, bro. But I still gotta wait to the playoffs. I still gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? But he has improved in a lot of areas.
The best part about me that I think he improved, because remember he was just hiding in the corner.
Yeah.
But now he's, and I was like, Dad, he hide in the corner and all that. He doesn't check the corner.
I think BJ said it a while ago. He was saying that they should put him down and guard the big man. I know people were saying that sounds crazy, but I think that's better.
Man, that's how the corner threes kept getting open.
I think he's been playing more. Yeah.
He in the point of attack now. He checks he stays up top now. That's why I was saying he's getting better. He's
you know what, JM, though? He's always been good at those swiping, getting his hands in there type of steals. You know what I'm saying? He's always been good at that. He's just not a good perimeter, like, getting and moving his feet.
But he's been doing that. He's been doing that lately. He's been putting
effort. Hey, don't. I'm not taking nothing from Harden. He's been putting effort on the defense. That's all I care. He puts an effort in. That's cool with me. He ain't got to be no Chris Dunn or Kawhi Leonard out there. I'm not expecting that.
He is big body at the top. So I be seeing up yesterday. He up there. He facing him off at the top. He working on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you could tell, and you know what else, JM? You could tell he's in really good shape. How many times has he's beaten his man to the basket?
Yeah, he still got the most Flintstone Barney Rubble's run that I've ever seen, but them little feet be running faster than the up.
His little teardrops to the basket, BJ. You know what I'm saying? He's been hitting those.
Yeah, cause he be hypnotizing people. His body big, his top part is big. He's big, top heavy. Right? So
I've just been impressed with him because a lot of the time he's like, I've been like on his game. I'm just like, dude, just does step back. He resorts to that. But in these last couple of games, he's been getting to the basket. He's been getting to the basket.
He got an illusion, right? It looks like his top half not even moving. If you watch it, it looks like his top half going slow motion. But you look at his feet, his legs, they be like a Flintstone car. So he be fooling people.
Another thing too about Harden is that he doesn't have the best body type. He doesn't have the best, you know what I'm saying? He looks in shape, but he also looks out of shape at the same time. Like,
he looks like Barney Rubble. To me, he'll always be like top, like you said, his body is built weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because his top is big, but his legs is little.
Exactly. But like you said, man, the whole team is flowing right now, and we looking good, and we gonna be a tough out for anybody.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't worried about no team. Really not. I was worried about Lakers only because of Ty, but I think Ty even got the message. He playing for a check too.
So the only team though, JM is probably still OKC though. OKC, we still got to look out for them boys.
I don't think so, man. Not the well. Maybe about before that trade happened, before maybe all of our players started gelling together. Right about now, man, we're not just beating people. We are blowing people away. Like, you know what I'm saying? That close games we be having, that's Kawhi off that minute restriction or be miscued by Harden. Even Harden had 14 assists and 2 turnovers. And Now everybody's, and then Kobe Brown is getting more minutes, and Turner. He's also a point forward. He's a point guard / power forward. So we got a point guard center in Ben, a point guard center in Kobe Bryant. Like Kobe Bryant probably gonna be the one that unfortunately take what you call the spot Coffee.
JM, don't sleep on Patty Mills either.
Oh yeah, Patty. Oh my gosh, and Patty coming out there like, oh Aussie, Aussies, we go to hit 3-pointer. I love the way he talk, man. He got a crazy ass accent. But yeah, and really so we are deep. Like our whole and the youngest getting in the game. Well, you don't see him in trash time, but we got a complete team, man. It needed Kawhi to be on top, and now Kawhi on top, and we got the role players like. If one person having a bad night, you could pull somebody else in. A lot of teams, even OKC, I don't think no team has a bench as deep as ours. Not as far as complete players that all of them could get double-digit scores. And they learning defense. So that makes us a juggernaut.
Yeah, like I said, I'm loving the way we moving right now. We just hey BJ, didn't Houston clinch?
Yeah, they clinched.
So is there a possibility that they might not even play their guy?
Well, not really, because the Lakers, I think, are right there too. So they're trying to keep that second seed.
Because I didn't know, because I seen they clinched. I'm like, so because most times when teams clinch, sometimes towards the end of the season they don't play some of their guys.
Yeah, if they didn't clinch. If they didn't have that second seed locked in, if they had it locked in, then yeah, they wouldn't play. But I think they're gonna play their guys.
Okay, bet. So that's still gonna be a good game. Then we have to worry about then. Man, I think we could. Rockets is young though. We could really beat. In a series, we could beat the Rockets. They're not proven yet.
But see, we've been pushing up the pace, like Ty always been saying. Our pace is faster. They ran us out the gym the last couple of times they played us. Like we had a slow game.
That's why I want to get that one. I want to get them.
Yeah, we should beat them with no problem this time. Our pace not sped up. We got bigger.
What up, Bruce?
What's good, Bruce?
Bruce.
What's up, BJ and everybody? Hope you guys having a good Sunday. Was a good win last night. I expected the Clippers to win because Dallas do not have a lot of players. PJ Washington, AD, I don't think they're enough. I like the interview of Klay Thompson, BJ. Congrats. Keep going.
Yeah, that was good.
Appreciate it.
Check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Clippers are going up. I'm not gonna give compliments or get too high or too low on the Clippers. It was a good win, and it's okay to celebrate, but going crazy is, I don't know. We have been there before. I'm gonna come here and keep saying it.
Yeah, that's why how I feel about Harden. Because Harden's been playing good, but he's still got to show me in the playoffs still.
Playoff for the Clippers should be conference finals.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's first round, second round. That's nothing. And the way I see it, the other day I said OKC is overrated. People were coming at me. I watched OKC play Houston. Amen Thompson was locking down MVP, SGA. So I don't know.
So he's back for Houston, huh? I'm in.
Yeah, and when there was a previous show for the season, I said Houston was going to was in the playoff, and they are in the playoff. But I think this is another year that Kawhi has a chance to win a championship. This is another year where the West looked tough, but the path is easy. I don't see any dominant team. I see Clippers can come out with different lineups uh, uh, when they face certain teams. Like if I play the Warriors, Zubac should average like 40. You know, um, if I play OKC, that's a perimeter game. I'm letting Lou Dort wide open all the time. Houston, I think they're too young. I think Jalen Green is gonna make mistakes. I still see those mistakes. Out Denver, hey, Jokic plays a lot of minutes. You just have to get him tired. He's gonna get his numbers. Just let him score, whatever.
And they're
But
not a good defensive team either, Bruce.
yeah, and as much I like Westbrook now, he still makes some stupid mistakes. So Clippers have a chance to win the championship. It's all about health. Health. It's all about health to me. And I saw James Harden throwing shots about players not on the team now. That's why the team is better. I don't know about that. Just wait. Don't jump. Don't jump ahead. It's one day at a time. We've been there before the last couple of years. I was there when Love City. I thought the team weren't gonna win a championship. So that's why I'm gonna come here and pour water on all the celebration. Like we won a championship in April. Clippers want to win a championship in June. It's April. We had a good winning. Clippers probably one of the best team at home. You know, I think if you have a guy like Kawhi, you win on the road. So it's established dominance at home and then win a couple games on the road. And here you go. 12 games to win the championship.
See, and that's why, Bruce, I hate when ESPN starts sucking us off, bro, because they start being like, "Oh, the Clippers can get to the championship. The Clippers can get to the championship," and I feel like it puts all this pressure on us to get
It's
there.
you doing it to yourself because you are you're giving values to ESPN. I do not care about what ESPN say.
Bro,
I
man,
watch.
me either. Hey, me either. But my thing is just the players see that. You know what I'm saying? They see it, and they might, they sniff a little bit of their own ego and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my thing is with ESPN. It's because they do, they usually hate the Clippers, but when we get success, and this has happened for a long time, we get success and they start sucking us off, making it seem like, oh, the Clippers get to the championship, and then when we don't, we get murdered in the
Well,
media.
it's the Clippers' fault too because there were some years they were picking the Clippers and you disappoint. So you
Yeah,
have to prove it.
yeah.
It's not all ESPN fault. It's your fault too.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely Clippers' fault too. But I'm just saying, like all that, they bring the hype and then they destroy us when we don't. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm like Kawhi. I haven't watched sports center like since probably the Obama administration, like way before, maybe the Bush. So who cares what ESPN say? I mean, I know Stephen A. Smith that throws some shots at Kawhi. People say whatever. I think Marcus Morris was on the show, and he was saying Kawhi, and then Stephen A. Smith was having a laughter thing going on. So yeah, it's up to you, man. It's up to the Clippers. This is another
yeah.
championship to win.
And
I
I
don't see
agree
any
with you
team
about
that
being too
picking
high
somebody.
and being too low because I agree with you. Being a Clipper fan, like we've had high moments and we had some real.
I
I was
just
about to
think
say.
we look good. I'm not having no parade, and I just think we look good. I understand what you said, Bruce and Mr. R, but I always been like, man, just make it there. It's gonna look ugly when people are saying, "Oh, doubting," I was like, no gloom and doom. Part of the journey, so staying even kill. As long as we make it with Kawhi, as long as we make it, whatever got to happen.
That's a fact. As long as we
And
get there.
once we make it there, Kawhi healthy, I just said we're going to Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. OKC, I ain't worried about them. That's probably the team we're gonna have to go through to get there, though. I
You
can see,
used to
I can
complain
see
about
Brooklyn
ISO, ISO, ISO. I still see ISO, but there are wins now. So why are you not saying ISO anymore?
because ISO we only use it at certain times instead of
Oh,
the whole
really?
game
Okay, I still
being
see
So,
ISO.
ISO.
yeah.
And we
You,
run
and you know why,
plays.
Bruce? Because
We
Kawhi
run
be
in
killing
plays.
whoever in front of him.
Not especially not, but you see, just like last night, you seen Zoo coming across the middle, people coming across the middle now. We wasn't doing that at the beginning of the season. It was strictly 100% ISO. Now it's just like, okay, whenever we got some free time, we already winning. Go ahead, let Harden get ISO. Go ahead, and let Kawhi get ISO. It's not the whole game. You
I
know what I'm
would
saying?
say, like, we in that first unit it's a lot of. I still see a lot of ice on that first unit, but the second unit is like we passed the ball, like they were moving the ball in that second unit.
That's Harden. Harden is predominant. I guess that's why I figured we split the two different teams. That's why all of a
I'm
sudden
sorry. I still see
our
the same
second unit.
offense. The same
No, it's
offense.
not the same.
Zubac is just
It's not
scoring
the.
more. But
It's
that's fine.
not the same.
All right. All
Before
right. All
we didn't run no plays at all.
right. All right.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Now we're actually running plays. We're running screens.
All
It's
right.
still ISO tight.
I would say that pick and roll he runs a lot because I think they said he's leading the league between them in assists between them two.
That's why we split that up. That's why we have what's called a second unit. First time you ever heard of anybody hype about the second unit. It's like it's a whole separate team. And that's when
Yeah.
Kawhi and Bogey passing, everybody passing the ball. That's why the passing is increasing. Yeah, we still going to have ISO in it, but it's just my point is it's not the entire game is not ISO. It's a lot of cutting screenings. Zoo pulling up from 3 feet. He even moving out the way. Now he's shooting jumpers. It ain't the same. Harden taking less shots. It ain't the same like it was before.
Like against the Spurs, there's no real big man. So you should win this game. Zubac should be
Hell
like
yeah, we
the
should be
leading scorer.
fine. Honestly, I wouldn't. You know what? I honestly wouldn't be opposed to Kawhi Leonard sitting if they did that. Which I
And
don't
the
think you. I don't
Rockets,
think you.
that's
No. Like, yeah, the Rockets. We need Leonard, but I'm saying for the Spurs, if they was to choose Kawhi not to play, then I would be fine with it.
I think Sagoon is the best player in the Rockets. So Zubac gonna have to be effective. People might not say Sagoon. They say
Yeah,
Jalen Green or
Sagoon,
whatever.
low key, he's scrappy, man.
But to
He's a little
me,
scrappy little
Sagoon is
player.
the best player on the Rockets. You shut down Sagoon, you win.
Green low key remind me of Westbrook, bro. He plays fast, like he played fast and he play out of control sometimes. So I feel like we could use that against him.
We got too many scores for any team to stop, man.
Who?
Well, we still got, like I said, we still got to prove it against the Rockets, though. JM, they don't whip our ass those first
I
two
say
times.
we was. We didn't have this team against the Rockets.
So,
We didn't.
no, I understand, but I'm
played.
saying I can't wait for this rematch because we need
Oh
that one.
yeah,
We need that one against them.
it's going to show all the straightening we did. A little bit of
Mm-hmm.
straightening.
Because I hope the Rockets don't come in there thinking that this is the same team from earlier in the season.
I hope they do think we the same team. That's how we catch them off guard. I hope they do think we the same team. Now you
Because
don't
we
know
definitely
what.
a different team. But yeah, they don't whoop our ass, so we got to get
I'm
that
gonna
rematch.
say something controversial.
Of course.
To me, I think 17 would be great for the Clippers. To me, if you cannot get to second seed, 17 is great. I'll meet the Rockets in the first round, and I'll meet who's 3. If the Lakers are 3 and they win,
You wouldn't want to see the Lakers?
I want to see the Lakers. The Lakers, all they want is shoot threes.
Yeah.
So I want to see the Lakers.
Hey,
And they
that'd be a
got
hell of a
the
first
Clippers,
series,
I
though. I
want
ain't
to see
gonna lie
it.
to y'all.
well, they got the worst defense in the league. They got the no defense. That would be a cakewalk.
It
I
would be
mean,
an
you
easy
don't.
matchup for the Zoo. Zoo should dominate against the Lakers, honestly.
I put Luka on every pick and roll, and Redick would be forced to sit him down. So it's gonna be Austin Reeves every pick and roll. So,
but you're saying the 7th seed though, Bruce, wouldn't be too bad for us.
yeah, but you have to win the play-in game.
Yeah, we would still have to win the play-in. Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be against Grizzlies.
Yeah, we could do that though.
Yeah.
I feel like we could beat the Grizzlies, bro, and we be at home. So, like BJ said, we have a good home record. So it's just when we go on the road, we have problems.
Well, you have a generational player in Kawhi. You should win. I mean, some people like Harden fans would say Harden is a generational player. So not for me, but oh well.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, as long as they combine and unite.
I just want Harden to know that. Like, I just want Harden to know that. Hey, look, this is Kawhi. Kawhi should be getting that ball, and then he should be second, or Zeus technically should be second.
Well, they kind of compromise. That's why Kawhi got his own unit. They kind of compromise. Harden still do his thing. Kawhi
that's true.
The second unit.
That's why I was saying, because on that, well, I think it's what the first quarter. I think Harden towards the end of the first quarter, he plays in with I think Zoo, Bogey, and DJ, and then Norm or Chris Dunn.
Yeah, they start off together, and then they split up. Then Harden be out there,
and then the second quarter, Kawhi come. Second quarter, Kawhi come in.
Then Kawhi come in with Ben and them, and they interchange. But it's really two different teams. It's the same idea. Actually, Russ had. I couldn't understand it back there, but no, it makes sense. You got to let them split up. Both the first and the second unit is dangerous. So that's two.
And the second unit passed way more than when Harden's in there.
Well, Harden's style works good against certain teams because he does hit 50 points, 40 points. But we got to back up the closing unit just in case. So with Harden, you doing his thing and his unit, they all run, power, all of them runners. They should run and gun. So if they stall, then the second unit come reestablish shit. But if the first unit gunning, then the second unit still come in. But either way, it's a defensive terror for any team in the league because they starting 5 got to literally play the whole game. That's why SGA was so tired. He was 7 for 29. By the third, fourth quarter, he got tired of hitting that floor. He couldn't even rest. And just like Bruce said, that's how we're gonna beat the Joker. Or y'all just wear him down. That's all. We got Zoo, not Eubank. Even Eubank looking good. So, man, we are incredibly deep. That should take us all the way to the finals.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, it's conference finals or bust. I mean, if they get anything lower than that, do y'all think we should blow it all up?
No. For what? We just built this.
I'm just saying, if we get anything lower than the conference finals, do we blow it up?
I think they need to retool. I don't think you don't blow it up. You
I like that. Go ahead, BJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just got to retool. I don't think you blowing up means that you get rid of Kawhi. And I think that's the last thing that.
Okay, BJ, I got one for you. Do we get rid of Ty Lue?
I believe so, because I don't think that. I think that if we did come up short, it'll be for one or two reasons. It'll be because of the scheming of Ty Lue, or it could be because of the talent level. But there's only like a couple teams, talent-wise, 2-3 teams talent-wise, I think really might give us that issue. I think the other teams are like on the same level as us talent-wise, but they have good coaches to match the talent. Like Houston, they're not supremely talented, but they are extremely gritty defense. They're athletic. They have a better coach. You look at a team like Denver, they're not supremely talented, but they're experienced, they're seasoned, and they have a coach that has a system over there. So it's going to come down to coaching in the postseason for me. And if we don't get past the second round, then yeah, I'm gonna put that a lot on that on Ty Lue. I see Kawhi's gonna come. He's gonna come to the party. So it's just gonna be the question: who's gonna be the second person to come with him? That's the big question for me.
Totally agree. Instead of we might not have no second person, it might just have to be him and the Raptors 2.0. Like all
Nah,
of them as a
man, get
unit.
that Warrior fan up out of here, man. We can't talk to him to the playoff.
What's good, E?
What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
What's happening?
Them Clippers, they out there blowing everybody out, man.
Man,
Why y'all got to keep winning, E. Leezy?
I know, bro. That's what I said. Hey, it's gonna be a tough final stretch of the season. I can tell you that. Yeah, y'all got an easy schedule, don't y'all?
nah, not easy, but it's.
Actually, y'all play Houston and OKC, right?
We play Houston, we play Sacramento, then we play y'all.
Oh, is that the final 3 games?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we in 3 games. We only got 1 week left, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be. If we control our own destiny. If we just win, we just gotta win. That's it. But tonight is gonna be Tonight gonna be hard though, man. People think Houston ain't for real, bro. Houston for real, for real, for real.
Yeah, it is.
Ime Udoka, bro. That's the Ime Udoka effect, man. Let's just keep it 100.
That's one hell of a coach right there, man.
That's one hell of a coach. He have his team ready. Like there's certain coaches that really don't get no real love. Like he should win Coach of the Year. He should win over Mark Daigneault. Because didn't Mark Daigneault win last year?
I believe he did.
Yeah, Ime Udoka should be hands down Coach of the Year, bro. Like real talk though, bro.
I think the Pistons coach gonna win. So.
Who, Bickerstaff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it to you, Udoka.
You can't go wrong with the Bickerstaff. You know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with Bickerstaff.
Man. Shoot. What's good, Kurt?
Chad, what's going on? What's up, BJ? How y'all feeling?
Good. What's good, bro?
We
Good,
feeling
bro.
better than you.
What's up, Bruce? Elise, you sick, bro?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, I'm gonna say you sound a little different. You sound like you congested, my guy.
Nah, I went to a comedy show last night, so I was just laughing.
Oh shoot, I was like, yeah, I'm not used to you hearing that.
Yeah.
Sounded like that. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, we all know Clippers. They looking really good right now. They definitely clicking. I'm gonna say this though. I don't think I think we're gonna be in a play-in because it seems like every team is playing out of their minds. Timberwolves, Golden State, and the Clippers, and I think another like they all winning, no one's losing games. That's shit crazy to me. So,
OKC's
at
losing
least
games.
I mean they lost against Houston, bro. They're 1-1 against Houston. I can't say they're 1-1. I forget. I don't know the record against Houston, but I ain't gonna lie, they was on a 12-game winning streak, Bruce. So we're not gonna talk about that. So you can say whatever you want to say. And you
SGA
heard
looks good. SGA looks good, man.
and Bruce, you heard what JM said. JM said a lot of stuff, but you
Yeah, see, you cannot even say.
funny as just like what Elise said about Houston for real, OKC's for real. That's how I feel about OKC.
I
And
didn't
I
hear
feel
what
like
you
this.
said. James said a lot of stuff, and then you cut off. What did James say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can get
Nah,
you,
you
bro.
good, bro. We can hear you. You
JM
trolling.
said OKC's for real. That's a Clipper fan said that. He said OKC's for real. He said he kind of don't want to see that team. That's what JM said. I didn't say that. That's what
Yeah,
JM said. He
okay,
said
see,
that.
they are for real though, bro.
They
I
are
mean,
real
Bruce don't believe it.
overrated.
I don't know how
They
they're
for
overrated,
real.
and they've been doing it for 2 years. That makes no sense to me. But we're not, we're talking about the Clippers. Kawhi's back, obviously, but he looks really good. Like I told B that and I probably told y'all this too, but he looks better than the 2023 Kawhi. He looks like 20. I probably say he looks like Toronto Raptors Kawhi a little bit. I'm not gonna say 2021 because that's the best Kawhi we've seen, but he's up there. I ain't gonna lie. He's like 92%. If we're talking about like the Terminator, bro, he like 92%. Like he's right there. So that means that the Clippers can win a championship. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying they're going to, but they can. I wasn't saying that in the past. The only thing that worries me is probably James Harden, but it seems like James Harden understands his role now. So I think I don't know if we all can agree on that, but he's been playing. I think James Harden's been playing pretty good basketball this whole year, despite Kawhi being injured and Norman Powell going off. I think James Harden's been playing solid basketball. And Zup
That's what I'm saying,
and
though.
I don't know how y'all feel about that,
His
but
shooting percentage was down, bro. Even though he averages 21 points, he wasn't really shooting high percentages. He improved in the second half of the season,
yeah,
but I thought Norman Powell should have got Zubac.
Yeah,
no,
he's
Norman
hella
Powell,
inefficient and his turnovers are high, but you know.
yeah. I mean, but that's to me like that's
He been
like
balling since the All-Star break. I
you
give him
can't
that,
change
though.
it. Yeah, you can't change a person's flaws to be too much. That's what James Harden is. He's going to turn over the ball. He's not going to shoot
Right.
good. That's just who he is. I don't look at that with James Harden. I look at what he's doing off the ball. I look at what he's doing defensively. He's playing pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
he said what he doing off the ball. All right.
I mean, he is. He's playing. I mean, right? He's playing more off the ball than
He's
his
all
entire
right.
career,
He's
bro.
not really He's not really moving off the ball, but he's all right.
He don't play off the ball.
For James
That's
Harden
No,
one
though,
I
thing that
know.
he ain't gonna do.
for
He ain't gonna
for
come
him,
off a
bro.
down.
I know. I'm just letting Kirk know because he don't be
No, I
watching the
know.
game.
No, I'll be watching the game. I'm not saying he be cut. Look, I'm not saying he be cut. I'm just talking about like his catch and shoot threes. This is probably the most
James
Yeah,
off ball
Harden's
he's
in a
played
nice rhythm right now.
since he's
Let's
been to
just say
OKC.
he's good.
I mean,
But
he's
again, though, our judgment is more on what he's going to do in the playoffs than the season
right.
because we know what he can do in the
We
season.
know what he could do in the regular season. Exactly.
but we know what he's going to do in the postseason. We all know what he's going to do in the postseason. He's going to show up for two
Wow.
games in each series. No, for real. He'll show up for 2 games for each series, and then he's kind of borderline not going to really show up for the rest of the series. We know
I
what
think
James
you
Harden
said
does.
something along the lines of Kirk
I'm
too.
gonna
That's
root
what he
for
does
Harden
every
this
year.
time. I think
No, Kirk.
Harden
I was gonna say. I think you said
puts the
something that I
turn.
liked a lot too. Was he becomes very passive? So I think that would be better for us
I think
in the
he
long run.
changed.
So
Even in his interview, he said he grew. After all that talk with Kawhi, he realized now that him being passive and sitting back, that kept him. That's how he was making the mistakes. He said he realized if he stay aggressive, he could see everything clearer. So his turnovers has been going down, and his assists has been going up. His assists been going up because he's shooting less threes. Even the commentators knows that he doesn't shoot. He shoot them, but not. He doesn't jack them. He basically attacks and he passes better. He had a lot of good. It's like it took somebody coming behind him, Ben or Bogey, other people who can also pass the ball, that made him realize, fam, I got to sharpen up. And plus, him and Kawhi always talking. So I think he'll carry this to the playoffs. I think this is gonna be the first year that Harden actually figured out how to play
figured it
team
out.
ball. Yeah, he figured it out.
He
To
might
me,
be. He might be right.
And you know what? You know what, JM? I really do hope that's what happens because like I said, I don't want to get too high on James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Because I
I
know what
agree.
happens.
I don't want to get too high on him or nothing. Never that. I'm the hardest critic it was on here, but I could see him growing.
Because
But
I
he
just,
does
I
have
just
a
think back
nice
to that
team.
OKC game. You know what I'm saying? When we needed it and he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
against the bad teams this year. Well, go ahead, Kurt.
No, I was about to let you go. I'm about to say I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he was the reason why they lost against OKC, bro. I think there's
No,
multiple reasons why.
he did
Norman
have
Powell
those 2
didn't show up.
turnovers in the fourth against
I mean, he did.
OKC.
He did.
They were big turnovers. So
He did.
that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like they still wasn't like able to score without Kawhi, other than Kawhi, bro. Like Kawhi was the only person that was scoring consistently in the fourth quarter.
That's
Maybe
a
Zubac a
fact,
little
bro.
bit. Yes, that's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
don't
Like
want.
James Harden.
I don't want you guys to think I'm bagging him. I'm just like I just have my my worries about him. Other than that, he's played great this season. He's played great the second half. He looks in really good shape.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope he keeps doing this.
No, yeah, bro. I mean, we on the same page, bro. We're not saying James Harden's the best player on the Clippers. We're not saying he's damn near the second best player. But to me, I think we just gotta look at who he is, bro. A lot of people be saying this, and that, bro. He's been playing the same way for years. He's gonna be James Harden at the end of the day. So you gotta assess him by like his game. You can't assess him by like everyone else. That's how I feel about James Harden. He's James Harden at the end of the day.
Oh, we got Skills in the building. What's good, Skills?
What it do, BJs? Salute to the panel. Pull up
Yeah.
podcast if you haven't
What's
already.
up,
Like,
Skills?
share, subscribe. What it do, man? Bro,
What it
I
do?
gotta get some shout outs. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get some shout outs. First shout out go to Big Dog, Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean? Played an amazing game last night. Don't really have too many negative things to say about his game last night. And last time I was on here, I was telling y'all the reason why why I would fear, playing up against Kawhi over Steph Curry. It was on full display last night. It's because of what he can do not only on the offensive end but the defensive end. Like Kawhi has the ability to literally take over a game on the defensive end and like actually guard up, get in the passing lane, steal to the point where like you don't even really want to bounce the ball anywhere in his area because his hands are big, he has long reach, so he'll reach out and take the ball. So amazing game from Kawhi last night. I want to give a shout out to James Harden, Uno. Amazing game from him last night. The last 2 or 3 games, he's been playing the way that I wanted him to play. He had his isolation possessions, but he also have possessions where he's catching and shooting, where the ball is moving. He's playing off the ball. Last night, I don't know if anybody paid attention, but he had maybe 10, 11, 12 assists and only 2 turnovers. That's a good ratio. I take that ratio any night, So shout out to Uno. Amazing game from him last night. And then shout out to Zoo. Zoo been playing like this all season, double king. In my opinion, defensive player of the year. He been solid all year, 28 years old. So like this is not even his ceiling. That's the crazy thing. Last night he had a little mid-range jumper. If he add that to his arsenal, Lee better look out if he had that mid-range jumper to his arsenal. He'd literally be unstoppable at that point. But shout out to him, And
Hey, Skills.
what's up?
Zoo might be our homegrown. He's our
No,
homegrown, basically.
hey, bro, most definitely. You know what I mean? Improve steadily every year, but like he's like made leaps and bounds this year. Like you have to tip your hat to him. But the team is looking good, bro. Like it's a lot of things that I see that they've been working on. We still waiting for Norm to get back in form, but I knew it was gonna take a little bit of time for Norm only because before he left, Kawhi was still getting in form, and then while he was gone, that allowed Kawhi Leonard the opportunity to get the touches that he needed, and help him get back into the elite form that we know him to be in. So Norm coming back, he has to get in rhythm while getting less shots. And so I knew it would just take him a little bit longer, but once we get Norm to come to the party, what he's giving us, averaging his 15 shots a game and getting us anywhere from 15 to 20 points a game, we'll be on some series, But as long as Kawhi stay healthy, bro, I like our chances against anyone. I'm gonna keep taking it game by game, and see where we end up at the end of the season. And I understand that last night we played against Dallas. Dallas, has been riddled with injury or whatever, but you know, uh, Anthony Davis was on the floor. So I would be saying the same thing if they played the Clippers and James Harden was out, but Kawhi Leonard was there. As long as the team's best players on the floor, they should have an opportunity to win. And last night's game, Anthony Davis was there, so I have to count it as a valid win. They still were competing, but as we can see, there is no like one man answer for Kawhi. Not when he playing like this, And as long as he continue to play like this, I like our chances against anybody. But we just got to see where we end up. But that's my spiel.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree, bro.
honestly, like we on fire right now. We on fire as a team, and we ready. Honestly, like I said, I'm really gonna be paying attention to that Rockets game that's coming up, bro. Like I said, the Spurs. I'm not. Like I said, if they sack Kawhi against the Spurs, I wouldn't be mad.
Now
But
I feel you, but I don't think they need to set him any for the rest of the season. And he's not saying that, bro.
absolutely. I think they should. We should definitely. He should run it out for the rest of it. But I would, like I said, I wouldn't be mad if he did.
No, I agree with you, but like when you play a team like the Spurs, you're supposed to do them how they did Dallas in the first game of the back to back. Like, you're supposed to
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
agree with
and
that.
blow them
I
out.
agree with
You're
that.
supposed to go ahead and run the score up, be up by 20, so the second half your star players can sit down. And you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
don't play with your food, and that's why like I'm liking what I'm saying with the Clippers because
Well,
both
it's really
games
our
against
medical
Dallas.
staff skills. It's really our medical
Oh,
staff. Like I said, Kawhi's been wanting to play back to back for a minute. They said
Oh, most
for a
definitely. But
while
you
now.
remember, bro. I don't know if you remember, like, BJ got all the footage, but if we go back to the very, very beginning of the season, I was on a live with BJ at the very, very beginning of the season. And I told y'all the whole plan was because last year Kawhi peaked out the first half of the season. But the whole plan was to have him peak out during the second half of the season going into the playoffs. Because we know he's good for a good solid 40 or 50 games playing at an elite level. The problem that we've been having in the past was he was doing that in the first half of the season. So, salute to the medical staff this season for, actually getting it right and not allowing him to come back too soon. Because even when he came back, a lot of us was like, why is he on minutes restriction? Why is he on minutes restriction? But I think that was the best thing to let him slow
Hmm.
walk into getting back to where he is now. But where he is now, he can play the back to back, especially if on the front
Hmm.
end of the back to back, we playing a team like the Spurs. Man, go out there and handle business. Go ahead and blow them out in the first half so Kawhi can sit down. You get what I'm saying? But
Absolutely, that's the best way for him to rest. Is just like you said, blow teams out and just sit before
go out there and get it done, bro. Now, if I had to nitpick and pick one thing that I'm still not a fan of, as y'all know, bro, I'm still not a
offensive
fan of the three
rebounding.
ball. Yeah, but that's why we keep getting out rebounding because we have three guards out there. We're gonna get out
Hmm.
rebounding every time when we play against a bigger team.
I already
So
knew you was
that's
going to
that's
say
my
that because there was a couple of times these past two games against the Mavs, like we were just getting out rebounded on the defensive side.
oh most definitely. And see,
But we get it right back because we turn around and score. The,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
no, that's right.
downside,
But
the
against a good team,
downside,
though,
yeah, the downside of small ball is like, yeah, they're gonna keep tall, right? So they're
hmm
gonna get rebounds. But the trade-off is they can't stop our guards. So we're just gonna
that,
simply that's just something that's gonna come with that style. But it
I
works
mean,
because we take the lead with that and get the big teams in foul trouble all the time. You know what I'm
but,
I
saying?
but
don't
So I
think
think that's a
we're
good.
gonna play. We're not gonna play too many teams like Orlando with three centers. So I think,
I don't know, bro. It's like 50-50 though, because like a lot of times the three guard lineup is why we go down a lot of times in the first
yeah,
quarter. You know what I mean? And we don't get back into games until we go with our larger lineup. And then the
you know
things
these skills. Did you
and
notice that when we go to the big lineup, we take Kawhi out?
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like he'll be out there with the big lineup for a very, very limited amount of time. You know what I mean? It's weird, but I don't know. And like the thing is too that to your point, Rob, is on the rebounding end, we can get away with that against a team like Dallas. But you can't give teams like OKC, teams like the Timberwolves, teams like Denver multiple second attempt chances because we're not securing the offensive rebound. Like last
Absolutely,
night,
we're
it
gonna
took
get smoked.
Dallas. Bro, we're gonna get smoked because last night it took Dallas three possessions to make a three. Like three, literally three in a row, three offensive rebounds that they got, and they finally capitalized on the last one. But against a team like Denver or somebody who got good perimeter shooting, bro, you can't do that, bro. Those opportunities are gonna lead to wide open buckets, and they gonna knock those shots down. So it's
I
like,
agree with you, except for our small unit got revamped. We got Eubanks, we got Ben Simmons. They not small.
Mm-mm.
They 6'10". You know,
but
I don't think Eubanks is gonna play though. If Ben Simmons is playing, I don't think Eubanks is gonna play.
well, use the whole team. Eubanks is
I,
actually more skilled than Ben.
If
Go figure it out.
that second unit, he's been using Ben and Nico.
and
Nico's
see
been
the
Now
thing,
playing Ben.
Eubanks played too. Eubanks
I agree
been
with you,
out for the
JL.
past two
You
games,
you notice Eubanks only play when Ben's not playing.
Yeah,
and
that's
that means
true.
we got a third center. Eubanks
I
is
mean,
actually our backup center.
No, I know, but I'm just telling you that when Ben's not playing, Eubanks play. But
Of
when
course,
Ben's playing,
because they're both centers. And last night, Ben and Eubanks played at the same time.
but Eubanks didn't get that much. You know,
I didn't say nothing. Don't put
but
words in
you
my
know what I'm
mouth.
saying, Skills, right? You know what I'm saying, right?
No, go
yeah, I
ahead,
mean,
Albert. Mm.
I agree with what JM saying. If they go with the larger lineup, but see, a lot of times what I've been saying is even when they have Ben and let's say hypothetically a Nico out there, sometimes they'll match them up with Derrick Jones Jr., but sometimes they'll have Ben and Nico out there with three guards, and that's the same lineup. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same dynamic of a lineup. Like it'd be different if they went with like hypothetically, let's say they went with like Ben, Nico, Derrick Jones Jr., Kawhi, and then maybe like a Chris Dunn or Bogey or somebody like that. So that way you got three bigger guys that can rebound, and then you got four bigger guys that can rebound, and then just one guard for the playmaking and to help stretch the floor. But they don't always do that, bro, and that's why we be getting out rebound.
That lineup though with DJ, Kawhi, Bogey, Nico, and Ben, man, that lineup is dangerous.
Hold on, what lineup that is? Say that again.
Bogey, Kawhi, Nico, Ben, and what was that last guy I said? DJ.
Bogey,
Okay, yeah.
Kawhi, Ben, Nico, and DJJ.
That's what I'm saying. That lineup is dangerous.
Now, see, that's solid because we got length and size. You get what I'm saying? It's length and size, and then we got only one guard in that lineup. So that's a solid lineup. You get what I'm saying? They're not gonna have no problem rebounding or doing anything like that. And we got shooting because four of those guys.
That was the lineup Kawhi's been dominating in.
He's the one made up. It's called the second unit. It's his whole own separate unit. It's the second unit.
but you see why that second unit is dominant though, right? Like you can see why. Like because we got everything we need. It's a good balance of offense versus defense and rebounding. You know, everybody in that lineup except for Bogey is 6'7" and above. That's what you need. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need. That's why a lot of times when we are down, you throw that lineup in, we get back in the game because we able to rebound, we able to space the floor, and we able to defend. So I don't get it. But this is me nitpicking though. You know what I mean? Because we've been playing good basketball. Yeah. We've been playing good basketball now. You know, and
hey, that second unit is better than a lot of teams starting five.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing to say with that because that defense is fucking. Sorry, but that defense is crazy.
You said a lot of teams starting five, bro. Like you got names from starting five.
I just said a lot. I didn't say all of them.
Hey, Kurt, better than OKC, Kurt. Better than OKC, Kurt.
Any lineup with Kawhi on it. I'm not doing that. Any unit with Kawhi on it, you know. And then you got Bogey.
That is true. I think it depends on. I think what y'all talk about depends on the team, bro. Like it depends on.
I said most teams. I didn't say all of them.
JM, don't talk to him. He's an OKC fan, B.
No, it's all right. He about the second unit. Hey, you gotta have to worry about. See, our first unit.
I like to mess with Kirk because I know he OKC, man.
That's all good because the next time, the way we kept his team, 105, the next time we're gonna wipe y'all out. So it's all good,
bro.
It's gonna be good.
Team,
honestly,
look, my team NBA, bro. Just know that team is legit. That's all, from a basketball perspective, fan or not.
Yep.
Even the Clippers.
Honestly, like I said, if we can see y'all in the second round, Kirk, I'm cool with that. B. I just don't want to see y'all the first round.
I would see the first round to get them out the way. Because one of us have to go.
Nah, fuck that. Let's get the Lakers. Hey, let's get the Lakers in the first round and let's have LA Rockets.
Now you gotta go after the bully. Since they the bully, we gotta go after them. After we knock them down, we're gonna walk straight to the finals.
Let's knock LA down, bro. I've been wanting to see LA in a series for the longest time, bro.
We might not even have to play LA because they gotta go against Minnesota or somebody.
I do want to see
bro, I want to see that in the conference final so I can fly out there, bro. Like if they be in the conference final,
hey, don't say that. If you do that, I'm gonna see you at the game, B.
Hey, bro, but listen, bro. If that's the Western Conference matchup, bro, I gotta come out there. There's no question because I don't have to travel at that point. You know what I mean?
LA gonna be rocking, B. LA gonna be rocking.
I can just stay in LA and it's all good. You know what I mean? So it's that's what I'm hoping, bro. We're gonna do it. Let's do it right. Let's make it for all the marbles. See who's going to the Western Conference Final. But right now, bro, I'm only concerned with getting that 6th seed, bro. And I think we can get it if we win out, though. We got to win these last 4 games. We can't lose one game.
Yeah, we got to win. If we win straight out, we automatically third or fourth. Like we automatically in there without going to the play. Just winning our 4 games. That's all we got to do.
I
Yep,
agree.
let's take
And that's
control of our future.
Hey,
why I
yo,
want Kawhi to play every game. These last 4 games, he
Yeah,
really don't need to miss a game. We need him all 4 games because we got to win all 4 games.
we ain't
that's a
gonna need
fact.
him against the Spurs. Not against the Spurs. That's gonna be a cakewalk. We don't.
I
If we
I
do
feel you.
rest him, I'll rest him against the Spurs.
I mean, I agree
So,
with you, JM. I do agree with you, but I just don't want to leave nothing up to chance. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
Yeah,
you
I
right,
feel you on that one. Yeah,
we shouldn't be able to beat the Spurs without Kawhi. If we can't, then this is just not a championship team. But at the same time, it's like I ain't leaving
you
nothing
just
up to
want to,
chance, bro.
you just
Yeah,
want to
bro.
blow them
Don't
out and not have a
Spurs
chance.
ain't got their best player, Wemby. We already beat the crap out of them the last time we played. They don't have Wemby, so
now. I feel you.
they don't have no
We
big
beat them
man.
without Kawhi before this season
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, before Kawhi, because they don't have Wemby, because they don't have no center. Spurs,
No,
they
they had
only got
Wimby. Didn't we beat them with
that
Wimby
was
without Kawhi?
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now Wemby ain't got no center. He's out. He's been
Yeah,
out ever
yeah.
since
That's why I'm
then.
saying it should be even easier now.
It'll be
I mean,
even
bro.
easier. Yeah.
Y'all right, bro. But you got to think about the psyche of these teammates. Like a team like the Spurs, who know that they not going to be in the playoff. Bro, the only pleasure that they get is knocking a team like the Clippers back into the play-in or something like that. That's the only thing that they compete for. So it's
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, that's true.
Spurs
That is
trying to
true.
change. Spurs want that. It's a dude about to come out. Another European, right?
But
Somebody
like,
leaked that out.
but like I said, skills.
They
I want to
trying
see
to
that
change
rematch
the
with the Rockets, bro.
European
That's what
team.
I'm
They like
anticipating.
no French player. Spurs is tanking. They trying to get this French player out of the draft. They are tanking. They already leaked that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Spurs like French
I just,
players, like
we
European
just
players. There's one coming, so they
before
ain't
this
gonna try
season
to
ends,
draft.
we need that Rockets under our belt, B. I need
So,
that.
so, so
I
here's the
need
thing,
that.
Rob. Because I feel you, bro. With the way
I
Kawhi
need
playing
that
right
one
now, though, bro, the Rockies ain't got no answer for Kawhi. That's
at
the thing
all.
that I see. Like,
Well, you know
nah,
what? You
bro.
know what? Those skills, Amin Thompson. He's a really good youngin. But you're right though. He ain't gonna be able to
Bro,
guard for him.
listen to me, bro. It ain't no the way Kawhi is currently playing right now. There is no answer for him. I don't care who you name. I don't care what defensive player you want to go get. There is no answer for the way that he's currently playing. There's no answer, bro. He gonna get you
Yeah, I'm
what he
with
want
you,
to
B.
get on the
He's a
spot.
Terminator.
Bro, you're gonna have to double him, and he gonna have to pass out that double. But
I
like,
just
like,
I just wanna beat the Rockets, man, because they whipped our ass, man. They made us feel. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to watch the games when we played them.
no, I feel you. They did. They got a good defense, bro. But like right now, currently our defense, I think is ranked
Oh yeah,
above theirs. Like,
we a way different team from then. That's why I said I want to
yeah,
beat them
bro.
so bad because I want to show them like, hey, y'all may have got us earlier, but we is not the same team.
Oh yeah, bro. Completely different team, bro. Complete. And then here's the thing. Here's the thing, Rob. Whenever Norm get back up to speed, because I know
Oh
it's gonna take
man,
him
we're
a little
gonna be
time,
really
bro.
young team.
Bro, wherever he gets back up to the speed where he's comfortable taking his shots and he got his basketball legs fully back up under him, bro, we're gonna even go to another level. You know what I mean? It's just we just gotta stay locked in, let him keep getting his touches, bro. But bro, trust me when I tell you, the team is looking good right now. I can't lie. I gotta give credit where credit due.
That's a
They
fact,
looking
man.
good. You can only beat who in front of you. You know what I mean? So like they've been beating who is in front of them. We just gotta stay like this. If we get to the finish line with Kawhi being healthy, bro, I like our chances against anybody. I really mean that. From
Man,
OKC on down.
I can't wait to see what Zoo doing, man. Zoo, this is hey, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Zoo does his bro, honestly, Zoo, man, we gonna fuck. This is the year Zoo makes the name for himself, B. This is the year he takes that spotlight and becomes the number 2 best center in the league.
He
Yeah,
had
I'm
his
on
own
that.
episode on ESPN, so they know that too. He literally had his own episode on ESPN. They
Nah,
had one
we
about him
Bruce, hey,
downstairs.
Bruce said don't listen to ESPN. Bruce said don't
No,
watch that.
I
Don't worry
like to
about
keep informed of everything,
it.
like just to hear what they say. You know, only way to beat a snake is to think like
Bruce,
a snake. My granddaddy
mm,
taught me that. Either way, the guy Zula, he already enrolled. The ESPN episode he had, sit down, talk
oh yeah, they
about
did have him up
everything.
there. That's right. That's
Right?
true.
And then he had the reporters asked him like, how do it feel? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, on and off the court. And he's like, what you mean off the court? He's like, people coming up to him and You know what I'm saying? He getting the
That's why I don't be
love.
liking
Yeah.
ESPN,
And
JM.
he said he was
ESPN,
gonna go.
they be so sucking us off when we have success, bro.
Now, it was Zoo. I'm happy for Zoo. Zoo been putting in
Yeah, I'm
that
happy
work.
for Zoo,
So,
but I'm talking
you
about,
know,
how they
he
gonna
a
give us
top.
all the praise.
He's a top 3 center. Like literally,
Oh,
Most
for
he's up
sure.
definitely.
there with
Most
Joker
definitely,
and
bro.
Yeah, top
he's
two.
up there.
Honestly,
He
I
top
put him
3
at number two,
even.
and that's just me. That's
Yeah,
me.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Everybody
he
gonna hate me.
either way. So he get all the hard work he put in. So it's good to see him like individually. You know,
I'm,
him himself has progressed, and he's
I'm
still
just,
getting better.
I'm just loving his footwork, bro. He's putting the footwork in, and I love it. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been loving the way when he posts. Sometimes he keeps the little ball out with one hand. You know what I'm saying? He got a little swag with his little game, so I like it. I
yeah,
like it.
bro. He definitely took a step. And to JM point, bro, he only 28, bro. This not even his ceiling. You know what I mean? He got some more room
Absolutely.
to grow.
If
And
anything, skills, he's entering his ceiling. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
bro. And when I saw that little jumper from the mid range yesterday, I was like, oh God. Hey, look,
I know you was like, you need to take more of those. I know you
bro,
thought that in your
I
head.
almost fell out.
bro,
I
if he
almost fell
adds that
out.
to his game, bro, if
Yeah,
he adds
he
that to
took
his
that.
game, bro, shit, bro, it's a
But he
problem,
did say,
bro.
he did say something interesting in his last interview when they asked him like, can you do more, blah blah blah. He said, I could do a lot more. I've been playing this game since I was a teenager. He said, they said, well, when you gonna show it? I said, nah, I just gonna show it, when he get the time.
Because
So then
they
he
don't
did
ask
that
that from
mid
him. I mean,
range.
he listened to
He
the
took that
coaching.
mid range, man. For all people know, he been because he does play from Europe, right? So they do teach them all of them how to shoot jumpers. So I'm not surprised if he could already shoot. He just said, I could do way more than this. It's just he need the opportunity. So he
You
Yeah,
know
getting
what?
most definitely.
Jim, you know he can shoot because the way he puts the soft touches on his teardrops, that tells me he's a shooter, bro. Because
Yeah,
only shooters,
that is a shooter touch. No, for sure, for sure.
and
that's
plus
what I'm.
he doesn't he got like the highest percentage of free throw makes I think on our team. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
bro.
like he had 11 in a row stretch, 14 in
Yeah,
a
that was
row
amazing.
stretch,
Yeah, that's
18 in a
amazing,
row
man.
free throws. Like you could tell right there he could actually shoot. He just never, like you said, he just never really get the chance. He's stuck underneath them. But anyway, fast forward when he hit that mid range, man, I almost fell out.
Man, me too, bro. Me too, bro. I was like, hey, and it was one time on the sideline when Kawhi started cooking. I think he had hit like a fadeaway or something, and they went to Chris Eubanks' face, and he was like, "Ooh, that boy snapping out there, man." I'm like, because once Kawhi got it, because that's the thing, bro. Like that's what really made me like really like fall in love with Kawhi game and watching him because I've single handedly, bro, seen him take over a game on both sides of the floor. Like not only does he score, he goes on the other end and prevents you from scoring if he doesn't get the steal. And a lot of times he get those steals on fast break opportunities and then just lay it up and dunk. And it's like I've seen him do that on so many occasions, bro. It's like how can you look at that and be like, that's not a problem when somebody's giving it to you like that on both ends of the floor, bro? It's like
It
I used to
skills.
it's
say this
crazy.
last season. I'm gonna bring that to this season. So, Kawhi now put it on people favorite five. Like any star you name, like you see, he'll back them down and shoot right over them. Anybody, there's nobody in the league can stop him. That's
Hey,
why he is
honestly,
dangerous.
and honestly, skills and JM, y'all. Honestly, this year, what more with the West being open like this? What year would it be better for Kawhi to come out and show everybody like
It'll
who
be
he
this
really
year,
is?
bro. It'll be this year, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you, Rob. I'm gonna be real with you. I felt like this was gonna be the case the second Paul George left. I felt like that was gonna be the case. I felt like, and not that not trying to say Paul George was holding us back or nothing like that, because Paul George is a generational talent in my eyes too, All Star, future Hall of Famer. So this is not a slight towards him or nothing. But I felt like some people like Kawhi, you have to put their back against the wall. You have to force them in the corner for him to really come out and be like, oh, y'all think I was dependent on these people. Y'all think I need these people to get a championship. I'm gonna show you what I can do with just good talent around me and a supporting cast. I can get it done. No different than how he got it done in Toronto. He just had a good supporting cast around him, and he was the cherry on top to put them over. And it's gonna be the same this year, bro. As long as everybody come to play, because I'm on record saying this all year long. I would rather have three people that do different things opposed to depending on one person that does three different things. Because again, the question I always ask is what happens when that one person doesn't show up for whatever reason? He has a bad day, found out something about his wife, found out something on the background, then he comes to the game and he brings it into the game. So now he's not there. Okay, now what happens if we don't have other players to cover for that all the productivity we was expecting from that one guy? That's why I like it to be spread out. I like the fact that we got Derrick Jones Jr. who knows his role. I'm just gonna come play defense, hit the open three, be a lob threat. We got Chris Dunn who knows his role. I'm just gonna come in, be a point of attack defender. If I'm open for the open three, I'm gonna shoot the open three. I would rather have it that way than just have all of us depending on one or two people. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Honestly, I agree with you.
I've been preaching that too, man. He just needs a bunch of role players, good players around him. Yeah, but it's a team effort. And I never liked to hear that, oh, Kawhi got to do it. He can't do it by himself, but he got a good team. Like team, it's a team of us. All of us could play. Every last player on our team could score and play defense. Like so,
absolutely.
It's the team that I'm impressed about. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi is Kawhi. He always been like that. He just had to get healthy to show it. So to me is the same way he's always been, unstoppable. But the fact that we got a complete team, that's the beauty of, and we're deep.
Yeah, and everybody know their role.
And like another shout out to Chris Dunn. He's not gonna be no Patty Mills out there, but he's hitting the shots that he needs to hit.
I'm definitely, bro.
And that's another thing. If I was Chris Dunn, after practice, I'd be going to find Patty Mills and be like, "Hey, bro, let's go shoot together. Help me, help me get my shooting percentage up." You know what I'm saying? That's me, but that's just me. That's just me.
You're right, Rob. But here's the thing, though. If we look at this whole season, Chris Dunn hits the shots that he needs to hit when he needs to hit them. Like he may have games where he off, bro, but like in the most clutchest moments when he absolutely has to make the open three, he does, bro. And that's all that I need. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, he knows his role. People keep comparing this team to last year's team. Although we were more top heavy last year, we had more superstar power. It still was a confusion on roles and who was gonna play what role. We had Westbrook and James Harden, fighting over who was gonna be Menace and who was gonna be the leading point guard. We had these things. Once we lost Nico, we lost the rebounding guy, the tough, gritty guy that was gonna do the dirty work. So it was like a lot of people confused on their roles. This year, although we have less superstar talent, we have a clear pecking order and we have roles that have been clearly defined. Everybody knows what their roles are. There's no confusion. The team enjoys playing with each other, and we got a team full of defenders. I think this is what you need to compete for a championship.
And another thing too is you could tell this team has chemistry because I seen a couple pictures. They was out at the club together, the whole team,
bro. But they've been doing that. That's the point that I was making, trying to make to Miles the last stream, bro. They've been doing that since before the preseason, before training camp. They've been hanging out.
I saw Kawhi out there with them. That's the
difference.
Difference. I was like, James Harden, they got Kawhi coming out. I was like, they got Kawhi coming out.
Bro,
I was like, they together.
They locked in, bro. They locked in, bro. You know, man. They locked in, bro. And people can say for whatever reason, I really don't even care what the reason is. I just know that they locked in. And as long as we got Kawhi playing like this, as long as he continues to play like this and stay healthy, bro, I like our chances against anybody. It don't really matter who it is. I like our chances. Because although I don't like the 3-guard lineup, it doesn't really matter because we have the personnel to switch it if needed. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we do have the personnel to switch it. And although there wouldn't be the starting lineup that I would go to, only thing that I'm hoping for is, when we get to the playoffs, if Ty Lue see that 3-guard guy lineup is not working, I just hope that he's not stubborn and make the adjustment immediately. I don't want to go down 3-1 or 3-0 because he's waiting to make the adjustment. You know what I mean? So as long as he can do that, bro, I think we're good because I'm starting to see more scheming. I'm starting to see more plays being run.
Hey, that could be just because, and another thing too with Ty Lue is maybe he's waiting for the playoffs to do these major, things,
Yeah. That
Heck
could be
nah,
possible.
heck nah. Ty, we've been 5 playoffs in a row. No, he wasn't just wait. Thank God Brian Shaw took over the team for that short time. Because if it was not for Brian Shaw, we probably be in the 10th seed right now, 10th spot. Because he would still let Harden hold the ball all game. He
Damn,
still
I'm
would have
just saying
played.
that because I think Ty Lue knows the writing's on the wall this year. If he doesn't get
That's
the
what he's
team, he
doing
knows he's out of
better.
here.
Yeah. He doing
You
he
know?
doing he doing a little better. So I give props for props, dude. Brian Shaw is the best thing that happened to our team. Literally, it changed everybody. And Kawhi and Harden
So
working that shit
he's
out,
not Van Gundy
finally
anymore.
working out. Yo, we look better now than we did a month ago.
Oh,
A
most
month
definitely.
ago, we had ego problems a month ago. Everybody was beefing. Zoo like it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? But after that, bro, that was a pivotal point right there. Kawhi healthy, but we going to the finals. We probably gonna play Celtics because
I
Celtics is a
mean,
team that's built just like us.
if Kawhi stay healthy, bro, if Kawhi and Zubac and Harden stay healthy, I'm starting to agree. I'm like I said, I'm gonna be really locked in and sold in, depending on how if we win out these next 4 games, if we beat Golden State for the last game and then take that 16 spot, bro, I'm locked in. I like our chances against anybody, and I think we could win a championship. But it depends on how we end the season out. But it's looking good, promising right now. I'm just not gonna get too excited. I'm gonna take it game by game.
No doubt. It's gonna be the 4 games in a row. I ain't gonna be able to sleep. Just waiting for all the 4 games to get over with.
Most
Like I
definitely.
said, I'm just waiting for that rematch with Rockets, man. Because really, that's gonna be the
Oh, you
game,
want you
bro.
want that one, Rob? You want that game,
Oh, I mean, we need it. We need it.
right? Hey, Rob said he want that game. Now, I feel we just want to have that mental edge going into the postseason. Like we can beat y'all last if need be. You know what I mean? And
That's the message I want to send to him too. Because
yeah, bro.
could be a possibility we see them. You
And
never
when
know.
Hey, bro.
that brother Stammers out today, they see, oh shit, Clippers not finally united. They not working it out. They look dangerous to the mug. We got to send out spam bots to stop them.
But honestly, I think between the Rockets and the Golden State, those are going to be the 2 biggest games in the last 4 games. I think
Man,
we could beat.
they scared of us, man. We beating people. Man, we averaging 130 points on teams. Better
But I'm
than them.
gonna say
Better
this.
than them. We
I'm gonna
putting
say this.
130 points up.
Steph Curry love to play the Clippers. I know we got Chris Dunn, but Steph Curry, he's in the zone, and that man could get hot anytime, bro.
Hey, I bet you they
He,
worried about us right now.
hey,
Once again,
hey,
we've dropped
Absolutely,
130 points on
and
the
absolutely.
here's
team.
and
That's
here's the
better
thing,
than
right?
them.
Here's the thing, though, and that's fact. That's fact, JM. Because here's the thing. True enough, Steph Curry can get hot. We know he can go for 50 at any moment. But at the end of the day, we got somebody that we can stick on him. They ain't got nobody
Absolutely.
that they can stick on our guy. That's the difference. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Well,
That's really what it's gonna boil
they'll
down
try
to.
to throw Jimmy Butler at him, but we'll
Bro,
see.
none of that's gonna work. I've seen Jimmy Butler match up against Kawhi, and as good as Jimmy Butler is, he's not strong enough. He's not big enough. He's not skilled enough. That's really what it boils
Mm.
down to. And when it comes down to Draymond is strong enough, but he's not swift enough, and he can't stop Kawhi just from pulling up and shooting
Well,
over him.
one
So
thing
it's
he
like,
is dirty though. He dirty though, so you got to still watch out for that.
And yeah, but see, you
but
can't watch Kawhi the whole game because you still got Harden. So
yeah,
you got to
true.
pick your poison. And then you still
Uh,
got to watch
you
Zoo.
got
That's the
you got to
beauty
watch
about that. We
Draymond for he
got
might
too
kick you in
many
the nuts. You know
scorers.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah, Harden might have if they lock down Kawhi. Okay, Harden open. That might be the game. Power wake up. Bogey there. We got you snooze it on Dunn, but Dunn's showing you all the time. Leave me open if you want to. Boom, he hit the three. So
He's gonna hit the
they
three, bro.
can't
He
double
definitely gonna hit it.
nobody. Yeah, so they can't double nobody. They're gonna try to double. If they try to double Zoo, that's gonna
They're
leave
gonna try.
Harden high. They're gonna try. Or they
I,
try to double Kawhi, but see, we passing the ball more. See that ISO, they should shut down that ISO crap. That's why they
most
like that
definitely,
for ISO because they just shut down each player 1-on-1. But now we passing the ball. Now you know you don't know who to double team because we thinking about passing it now. We ain't unless we just got you for no reason, want to have some fun with you. Yeah, we run the ISO in it, but that we got too many scorers on our team. We just
most
finally
definitely,
figured out how to play together.
most
There's
definitely.
no team except for the Celtics only the Celtics really, and OKC, they could probably match. They got the point of attack defenders, whatever. But that was with Kawhi on the minutes restriction for OKC. And, he's off of that now. And now everybody's on the same team. So, no, we're going to be – anyway, go ahead. I see us with Celtics in the finals.
No.
Us against the Celtics.
No, I agree
Honestly,
with
I
you,
think that's going to be the matchup. If that's the case, bro, like Jason Tatum, honestly, I feel like him and Kawhi are kind of the same player. Kawhi is – obviously, I don't honestly they are kind of the same, right, huh? Because Jason Tatum's defense is really good too.
Celtics built just like him.
They get themselves out.
His defense cool now, but I ain't gonna say that he's just a stopper like that. Like, he gonna play good solid D now. I ain't gonna say that he's not gonna play good solid D, but like in the words of Kevin Garnett, it's like, he's gonna be the security guard. He gonna come with the flashlight. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what you doing over there? Kawhi coming with the cuffs. He coming with the SWAT unit. He really putting your ass in jail. That's the difference. You know what I mean? And Jason Tatum is cool, but I haven't, my two eyes, I've never seen him dominate the game on both ends. Like, he may dominate on the offensive end, and then you have not Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown, who doing the dirty defensive work, and they alternate like that. But I've never personally seen him take over a game on both ends of the floor. I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't watch Jason Tatum enough, so I don't know.
But then they got White. Then they got Porzingis. Like Porzingis, one of the few centers in the season this far that give Kawhi fits. Porzingis is just as skilled as Zoo, and he taller. So that
he taller and he can shoot.
And he can shoot and all of that. He's like another Chet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Zeus perimeter defense still isn't that great.
So that's why I think we're gonna wind up. Celtics is a good matchup. Like, we took them double overtime the first time. Like, we evenly matched, but of course we got to win the W finals just to get the Celtics. But I could see us playing this against the Celtics. I don't think Cleveland. Anyway, back to the Clippers. Yeah, we're gonna make it to the finals.
I still take Zoo over Porzingis though, just because, for one, he's a better rim protector, and two, he's stronger. I'm always gonna take the guy that's stronger because I think strength transcends all sports, and it actually is like an equalizer and push you over. Because if I'm stronger than you, I don't necessarily have to be as skilled as you. I don't have to beat you off the dribble. I don't have to do those things. I can literally just go through you. You get what I'm saying? I think Zoo is bigger than him. Porzingis is taller, but Zoo is bigger, stronger, sturdier. And I feel like he's more efficient, closer around the basket. So, it's really like a mismatch, because I feel like Porzingis can bring Zoo out to the perimeter, which would be kind of Zoo's weakness. Yeah. But if we get down in the post, it favors Zoo down there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. In the playoffs, them shots don't always be falling. Them hands get a little squeezy and sweaty. You know what I'm saying? The pressure get them shots. That's why I understand why a lot of people say, like, the teams like the Rockets, the young team, like, they haven't proven it. The playoffs is a different game. It's 0-0 once the playoffs start.
Most definitely. And if you notice, bro, the guys that really have a good history of, like, performing well in the playoffs are guys who can control the tempo of the game. Like, that, you look at people like Kawhi, you look at people like LeBron, you look at these people, bro.
Like the Warriors, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. The Warriors, like, they've been through it so many times. Like, what I'm saying? They're a team that, you have to think about. You have to see, like, oh, damn, they've been through this. So a lot of these other teams haven't been through this.
But we match up well against Golden State. That's why we swept.
We're the perfect team for Golden State.
They're a small team. Jimmy don't make them taller. They're still a small team. That's why we could beat them.
Is it the same Warriors the Clippers play earlier this season?
That's true, bro. That's true.
We beat them 3 times.
Is it the same Warriors, Jim?
It don't matter. They still got the same size.
They're still small, though.
As long as they got Draymond still the center, they still a small team.
Yeah, they're still small, though.
That's not what I asked, but that's. Okay.
I mean, to answer your question, Bruce, no, it's not the same team. It's not the same team. But
they switched out. Man, it's the same team. They just switched out. The light skinned dude that got traded for Jimmy Butler. That's all they did. Replace one shooting guard for another shooting guard. They still small.
But adding Jimmy Butler does make a huge difference, though. You know, we're not gonna act like he don't bring no intangibles to the team that
Okay,
they
with
didn't have before.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Jimmy is
Y'all forgetting the Warriors is just as hot as we are right now.
Yeah, because they've been playing easy teams. Jimmy Butler has a tendency to disappear in the playoffs too. Now let's not forget that Jimmy Butler.
That is true.
Yes, Jimmy Butler has been the leader scorer on their team. He's a good, cheerleader. Even they said that he didn't really make that much of a difference. He kept them together. Now Steph got to come back and hit 55 points just for them to win. See what I'm saying? So they the same team to me.
I've heard all that crap talking last season, and then Clippers lose. But okay,
Listen, we're not talking about last season. I don't do the time machine thing, Bruce. You know that about me. I don't do the time machine thing.
Let me ask you this, bro. So do you think the Clippers don't match up well with Golden State?
If I'm the Clippers, if I'm playing Golden State, the inside, the size, I would use my size. I would just use my size more, and I put Kawhi on Draymond.
Do you think we have a deeper bench?
Deeper bench. I think Golden State bench is better than Clippers bench.
Really?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Name
man.
2 people off their bench. Name 2 people off their bench right now.
Yeah.
2 people.
That's why I had to disagree with you right there, Bruce. I think our bench is deeper.
I watch both teams. So when was the last
Bruce,
time
name 2 people
you
off
guys
their
watched Golden
bench.
State?
Bruce, name 2 people off of their bench. Just 2 players.
Guy Santos. He's a rebounding machine. Guy Santos. And what's the guy?
The other guy, the young kid. I can't think of his name right now.
Kuminga.
Kuminga.
Okay, and how many?
They got Pods, Kamiga.
No, Pods starts.
Oh, he starts? Okay, my bad. That kid is good too, though. Hey, I like that kid though. He's good. Yeah, he's good too.
So pick 5 of them out there that you think could stop our second unit.
I don't even. You know what though?
All right.
No, I'm asking you. Go ahead. We got a second unit. So how many name 5? You got to pick a 5 out of them players on the bench. Who can stop our second unit?
Ben Simmons can stop your unit.
Okay, I got one for you guys. I got one. Who the better coach?
Ben been doing
Who's the better coach?
Who's the better coach, Bruce?
I think Steve Curry is better than
Tyloo.
I don't think so. I think they're the same coach. I think Steve Curry just looked up and had 2 of the best shooters in the NBA. Because without play, they didn't win nothing. They lost a lot of playing games, man. Steve Curry lucked up like our coach did. He had some good players. He won them 4 championships. Had to go get KD, though. Had to go get somebody else. But he did nothing without Splash Brothers.
By the way, I'm watching Lakers destroying OKC, but Kirk's got mad at me because I said it's over.
But see, OKC is actually, I wouldn't trust that loss. OKC is actually in the position.
I'm watching
right now.
I'm watching LeBron do whatever he wants.
OKC can lose every last game and it don't matter. They could sit their starters. Like nobody gonna catch them, so they lose. They probably not even gonna play their starters. Like I don't think Chet really hurt. They just resting their team. So if they lose tonight, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's back. What are you talking about?
He's back, so he came back into the reps. It's all right. They probably still resting. They don't need to win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, they're not resting. They want the number 1 seed overall.
I will bet, if I was gambling, I would have bet that, she was going to lose anyway, just because they don't have to. You know
why they're down 19 points? Because Shea hasn't attempted a free throw yet.
Well, they don't really, they just get him back in shape. They literally cannot be caught. They got the first seed. They could lose all of their games and still have the first seed. So why would they go 4 straight?
Bro, come on, bro. You know the rest like LeBron.
I was about to say, bro, that's the main reason why I don't want to play them in the first round, bro, because the whistle is going to favor LeBron and the Lakers. And now that he got,
they're going to favor LeBron.
And now that he got Luka on his team, bro, I'm surprised them jokers not shooting 20, 30 free throws a game, bro. Like,
So how
it,
come
it
how
go,
come the didn't get a whistle against Golden State?
because Steph gets a favorable
And
whistle
the
too,
Lakers were at home. The Lakers were at home. How come there was
but
no whistle?
because we need the NBA needs the Warriors to be in the postseason. So the Lakers are sitting good no matter what's going on. They most likely gonna be in the
Man,
playoffs.
Luka is killing them, man.
I believe it, but don't let that one game fool you now, Bruce.
Oh, okay, one game. All right.
Yeah, hey, don't let that one game fool you now, Bruce, because like I said, the Lakers. But here's the thing too, though, Bruce. I'm not sleeping on the Lakers. I'm not gonna act like they not a solid team. I just think they got some glaring holes. Not having a big man in the postseason, that's gonna cost them at some point.
Absolutely.
Shed is not a big man to me.
He not, which is why they probably able to dominate, but they're not gonna be able to do that against a Celtics or not even against the Clippers with a Zubac down there, not against a Minnesota Timberwolves with Rudy down there. Like you could do that against a team with somebody like Chat who don't really play like a big man. But when you
Man,
get like a real big man, I don't think it's gonna be the same. It's not gonna
man,
be that easy.
when you have Gabe Vincent shooting threes, making them against you, man, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do for a bad game too, though. What I'm saying? They're not above a bad game. I'm just
Oh,
saying, man,
all right.
them boys been locked in all season. You know what I'm saying? You can't disrespect their record. Like they sitting at the top of the West for a reason.
Utah was at the top of the West. Atlanta was a couple of years ago. They were
That's true.
the number one seed. So
That's true. I mean, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna disagree with you on that.
that's a time machine thing again. When
Like I,
Lakers beat us, we didn't have this team we got now. Like
like I said, bro, when
we
it
wasn't
hits the
jealous.
playoffs, it's 0-0, bro.
We was a different team back then. We are a completely different
I'm
team
not
right
talking
now.
about the Clippers. Oh my
You're not
God.
talking about
You talking about the Lakers, right? We're gonna beat the Lakers too. What's the problem?
All right, man.
You talking about the Lakers, right?
All
Nah,
right,
he
man. We got it.
talking
We got it.
about
We got it.
Bruce, we're
nah,
gonna
he
beat the whole
talking.
world, B.
Yeah.
Who?
Hey man, we just gotta
We're
see
gonna
how
beat the
we end the
whole world.
season, man.
Clipper on top of the world.
We got to see how we end this season. If we can get that 6 seed, bro, I'll be a lot more confident about our chances. I just don't really want to be in the play-in. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to. I want to
Absolutely.
avoid that if possible.
But you know what though? Skills with
What's
Minnesota
up?
out of the playing right now, I wouldn't mind playing Memphis if we
Oh,
wasn't
Minnesota
playing.
sitting in the 6 seed.
Yeah. We in
Man,
7.
I just don't. I don't want to be there, bro. I want to win out. I want to win out. Beat Golden State because if we can win out and beat Golden State in that last game, we got the tiebreaker
Mm-hmm.
over them, so we'll automatically jump them. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, we can get that 6 seed, and that'll be okay with me because if we get the 6 seed, we'll most likely be matched up with, I think, Houston in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
If
It's
you're a good
actually
team,
crazy, Skills. You think about anybody that takes 1 loss or 2 losses, bro, you're all the way back at the 8th seed.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
if you're a good team, who cares whoever you play?
Yeah, I don't care who we
I
play, man.
don't really care who we play. I just want to be. I want to be in the top 6 seeds somewhere around
This
there.
dude,
I don't
bro,
care who
Bruce
we
always
play
got to
though.
play devil's advocate.
Yeah, I don't really care who we play though. We can play whoever. We're gonna have to play them at some point anyway.
We the best in the world, Bruce. So it don't matter where we at.
We won the championship, all right?
No, not yet. It's coming though, Bruce. It's coming. I'm just saying, man, our time is coming, man. This is what we want. Like, as a Clipper fan, we can't expect no more than this. They held it down till Kawhi got back. He got back. He's into form. We still are in playoff contention. Depending on how we end the season. If we end the season in the 6th seed, then we go into the playoff. I don't really see nothing for us to complain about. We got a solid squad. We stacked from the 1 to the 5 position. We got coaches. We got Jeff Van Gundy, and we got the assistant coach that's has proven to be pretty good too. We got a healthy Kawhi, we got a healthy Zubac that took a step up, and we got a healthy James Harden. I really don't see what there to be negative about. Like, we just go compete for a championship and let the cards fall how they fall.
Facts.
And we really stacked 1 through 10. Like we got that many players. We stacked 1 through 10. That's why we got a whole second unit. That's not even a starting 5. So that means that's 10 players out there. We got a stacked unit, like 10
Man,
players.
No, I was saying we stack from the 1 through the 5 position. So like we got multiple
you
guards,
stop.
multiple wings,
Mm.
Yeah.
centers.
Oh yeah,
You get
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Like yeah,
Yeah.
we stacked, and if one lineup don't work, we got the person there to switch it out and try something different. So like I said, I just don't really see what the issue is. Like we just don't compete, and shit. If we win, we win. We don't, we don't. But guess what? Regardless of whether we lose or win, guess what we was gonna have to do next year anyway? Compete again. So that's just part of it.
I
Man.
got this ring this year, man. Ring. I said it last
We need it.
season. Ring
We
this
need
year.
it.
Mm.
We
Ring
need
Mm.
a
this
ring.
season.
We
We
need
are
a banner for that.
unstoppable, fam. We
Our
unstoppable.
stadium look real empty. We need a banner in there.
Oh.
We gonna have one this year.
Uh,
Well, next year. I mean, no, yeah, the playoffs this year. This
Well,
year.
all I know is we just got to win these next 3 games. I don't want to hear none. I don't want to see no loss.
Yeah, bro.
Like
No
man,
loss.
a
Lakers
loss or
destroying
any
OKC,
loss
man.
right now is gonna be bad.
Lakers
I don't see us
destroying OKC.
losing. No, I don't. Anything could happen, but on paper, I don't see nobody beating us. I think we could win all of our
Like
4 games, every
like Bruce,
last
I'm not
one.
gonna guarantee a championship, but I just want us to get to the playoff.
Are you watching? Are you guys watching the game?
Which
The
one?
Lakers game?
Lakers destroying OKC.
I'm
Oh, they
pretty
beat
sure
them
they
up, huh?
was. No, I wouldn't even have to watch that game. OKC was going to lose anyway. OKC probably they only playing Chet probably get him back in shape. He did miss a month. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
watch. I don't watch.
They ain't,
I don't watch and
It's
cheer no team but the
73.
Clippers.
I heard it's the best defense. 73-44.
yo,
The
they
best defense.
resting. They already clinched
They
they
are not
first.
resting. Stop
Why?
it.
What
Why?
quarter they
They're
in?
not resting.
Man, Lakers is not that good. First of all, Lakers is not that good.
I'm
They
not
just
talking about the Lakers. Oh my God. Why don't
you
you
said
get
the
it?
Lakers
I'm
playing
talking about
OKC, right?
OKC being overrated. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I don't. I
Oh,
think
gotcha.
it's a setup. I think
That's
they
the
just
narrative.
rested. They just
Bruce
rested.
been running that narrative for a minute now.
I think they
That
just
OKC is
rested.
overrated.
Yeah, they ain't got to go. Why would they go full stream? They just
They
get checked
want to
back
have
in.
better record than Cleveland. When?
Man, but they
What are you
hey,
talking about?
why would they already clinched first seed? Why would they risk getting anybody hurt, fam?
They
They just
want home court against Cleveland in the
so
final.
they right. So why they don't need to win this game? That's fool's gold. You think Lakers
All right,
better than
man.
OKC?
I,
So
I,
all of a sudden Lakers
you
can blow
already
out
got the
OKC.
Modelo, so go ahead.
Man,
Hey,
Lakers can't blow
what
out
quarter
OKC.
they in, Bruce? They in the third quarter?
73-47, second quarter. So
Oh, there's plenty of time left in
Right.
that game.
OKC clearly is not playing hard.
okay, 76-47.
Because Lakers is not that good to be blowing out OKC. OKC was really playing.
Luka killing them, man. Sheesh.
It probably is. He just shooting against
30-point lead.
people he
So,
training against.
so that will mean because I was looking at the other night at Jokic stats and what's his name? Shy stats, and I think he's gonna get it, the MVP, but I think Jokic's numbers is crazy, bro.
Jokic, for me, Jokic is the MVP, but Shea's gonna
Yeah,
get it.
absolutely. I'm seeing it just like you, Bruce. Like I think he should get it, but I think Shy's gonna get it because he's on the number 1 team, on the numbers seeded team. But Jokic numbers looks crazy, bro.
What numbers? The offensive numbers? Because you definitely can't be talking about no defensive numbers.
No, but I was looking at the assists and rebounds and his average in points.
Shea Alexander, SGA is not that good defensively.
He's not, but he
He's
put
not.
more of an effort than Jokic does.
Yeah, that's true. But
And he on the team with the number 1 ranked defense and
he's
the
killing
higher
them in
ranked
assists,
offense.
though.
And the
He's killing
higher
Shy
ranked
in
offense.
assists.
I mean, that's about it. You can say he killing Shy in assists and maybe say rebounds,
Rebound.
but like,
But
but who team is sitting higher defensively? Who team is sitting higher offensively? And who team is sitting higher in the Western Conference? Like you got to factor that in. And like I
yeah,
said, and they both are not the best defenders, but I see Shea accept the challenge a lot more than I see Jokic do.
yeah. Yeah, I think that comes with preference for you, those skills, because you prefer defense over offense.
I mean, that's true. That's preference, but at the same time, the game is played on both sides of the floor. Like, although I
Yeah,
do prefer a two-way player, we can't just completely ignore defense. That's what everybody want to do.
yeah.
Everything they talk about is offense, offense, offense. What he does on the offensive end, how he dribble, his shot, his step back, all that. But they always want to exclude the defensive end as if it's not people out there playing defense. Like, you got to factor in the defense. Basketball is played on both sides, not just one side.
I think me and you actually agree on who's the best player in the league. Me and you. I think you said Giannis, didn't you? I think Giannis is
Yeah.
the best when he's healthy.
Kawhi the
So
best player in the league.
Well, cool.
Kawhi's the
That's what
best
I'm hoping
player.
Kawhi does for this. That's why I was telling Skills earlier. I hope Kawhi. This is his time to make his name known again. Let everybody
so
know, like, hey,
I'm gonna be real
show
with
up.
y'all. I don't think Kawhi ever win like a regular season MVP. I don't think
No,
he ever will because I don't think
absolutely
he'll
not.
ever play enough games to do that. But I
Oh
think
yeah, oh yeah.
I
You're
think
right.
I think the playoff, the finals MVP is what he needs to be focused on stacking up. You know what I mean? Because that's something he can win
Absolutely,
every year if he put his mind
absolutely.
to it and if he's healthy and he's there for a good playoff run. I don't care if he don't get the regular season if he get the finals MVP. So
I'm
that
gonna
needs
tell
to
you
be
right
his
now.
focus.
If he gets a championship for the Clippers, he's gonna be in top 5 because let's be honest, bro. He got a championship for the Clippers.
No, facts.
Well, hell, he
People
got
been
the
talking.
championship for the Raptors, so it would be
I
another
know, but
major.
I'm saying to do it
It
for
would be
two
another
different.
major defeat. I
Look,
agree
how
with that.
amazing would that be
It would be
to
a
do it for
major,
two
yeah.
different teams? To bring a championship to the Raptors and the Clippers, two of the most not sorriest
Bottom
teams.
teams ever.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to say that, but yeah, Clippers is a sorry team. Toronto is a
And I'm
sorry
a
team.
Clipper fan. You know how long we've been waiting to win a ring. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like his mental, like
they
if he
was
does
laying
that
down
for us,
time.
like you know what I'm
Yo,
saying, Skills.
if he
No,
He
for
gotta
sure.
make a name. If he
man,
makes a
they
name
was
like that
laying
for
a
himself this
time.
season, it's
If,
over
if,
with.
if Kawhi win the Clippers a ring, fan, they gonna name a street after him. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
hey,
They
it'll
gonna
be
name a
well
school. You
deserved,
gonna
bro.
get a school with
It
this
should
name,
be
a
where he grew up.
hospital.
It should be where
Hey,
he
bro.
grew up.
Hey, bro, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell y'all something that's crazy though. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna sound crazy as hell, but it's how I truly feel, bro. If we close out these last 4 games and the team continues on the trajectory that we're on right now, I have more faith in this Clippers team, the way that it's presently constructed, than I have in any other Clippers team since I've been watching for the last 5 years. Like, I have more faith in this team only because we got people that want to play defense. Like, they wake up every day and like, I can't wait to guard the best person. I can't wait to get in these passing lanes and get these deflections. And bro, that makes a difference, bro. Like, as we seen when we played OKC, when we played Orlando Magic, like the other good defensive teams, as you can see, the game slows down. We ain't nobody scoring 120
Hey,
and 130. You know
hey,
what I mean?
skills. This team. If we get to the look, we get there. This team or Lob City.
This
This
team,
team,
this team.
Which
I ain't gonna lie to
team
you,
is
this
better?
team.
Lob
This team,
City was more exciting to
bro,
me though. It was
bro.
exciting to watch. But
I think
this
this
team is
team is
way
better
better
than
than
any
them.
team that we've had. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
I
I think this
agree.
team is better than any team we've had. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but
I
I'm
agree.
telling
And you know
you,
what's crazy? I like that 2020 team too. Like that 2020 team
2020.
when they or is it 21
Yeah,
or
but
20?
no,
It was one of
2020 when we lost in the bubble with
yeah.
but see here it was the only problem about that team. Like, when you look at everything on paper, we were supposed to be elite defensively, but we never actually was elite on the defensive end. We were elite on the offensive end. Every Clippers team that we can look at
I'm,
since 2020, we were elite on the offensive end, but we never quite got to an elite status on the
I don't
defensive end.
think that team had enough chance though to really because that like you said we
You
had the whole COVID thing and they
can go
didn't
all
really
the way
get up.
back to Doc. Any team that Doc coach, we've never been known for a defensive team. Never.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
bro.
true. Yeah,
But
that's true.
this is the first team, especially since Kawhi has come back in these like last 10, 15 games. This is the first team, bro, where our offense and defense are on par with each other. We
Right.
currently have an elite offense and we have an elite defense. If you look at like the last 10 games, like so, this is the best we've been because in the past we've had elite offenses on every team that Kawhi's been a part of, but the defense was always subpar. It
And
always was.
that Lob City team, we needed a small forward too. That Lob City team, we didn't have a small forward like that.
No, we did. We did. And then even if you look at the team that we had in 2020, we had an undersized backup big. I can't think of his name.
Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah,
Montrezl Harrell, I
Montrezl
like him
Harrell.
though. I liked him though.
But he was aggressive and he was good on the offensive end, but he gave you literally nothing on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was an undersized big, so man, that offense looked good. He can get his buckets off, but when you ask him to guard a Jokic or somebody that's 7 foot,
Jokic destroyed him. Jokic
you can
destroyed him.
clearly see the deficiency because he's too short. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm looking at this team now, bro. We are stacked with defenders. Like an argument can be made, but the worst defender on our team is like
it's either between
James
Bogey or Harden and Norm.
Yeah, like between Bogan, Harden, and Norm. You know what I mean? But literally everybody else on our team can guard. Everybody else. So it's 3 people on a 10 to 12 man lineup that can't guard, but then you got the other 8 guys that can guard. Bro, this is the best team that we've had because everybody knows they roll and we lead on the offensive and defensive side.
Let me go to Taz, man. Got Taz in the building. Taz, what's good, bro?
What's going on, BJ? Salute, brother. Salute to everybody on the panel, man. Y'all doing all right, fellas?
What up, Taz?
Hey, we live, love, and life, Taz.
Yeah, I already know it. Hey, to start off with, bro, this is the best I've ever seen Kawhi look. He looks more athletic now. He picks his spots way better. His confidence in the 3-point shot is at the all-time high right now. And the crazy part, everybody talks about his defense, but don't nobody realize this man, ever since he came back, he's been averaging like 2, almost 3 steals a game. This man is on a different level, y'all. I have complete confidence in this team. Like fuck all the predictions that I had earlier on. I think the Clippers winning it all, dog. And like just some real shit at this moment because I don't see nobody in the NBA better than Kawhi Leonard when he's looking like this, dog. I don't see nobody. And the thing about it, James Harden is actually beside him the whole time. You know, he had 29 last night. Not only that, he had 14 assists last night. I think he only had like 2 turnovers last night. Like this man is actually playing more efficient. Kawhi is playing efficient. Like this whole team is playing efficient right now, and it is the perfect time of the season to have chemistry looking like this. And God, this shit is just crazy to watch. And matter of fact, big shout out to Zoo. Zoo is showing y'all that he in there putting in that fucking work. Did y'all see that face-up jump shot on the baseline last night, bro?
Hey, man, that shit was beautiful.
Bro, if he masters that, bro, it is a wrap. He's unstoppable at that point.
I'm telling you, bro. Like Zoo is developing.
He can do it.
Zoo is developing into something way bigger than what we realize right now because his passing game is starting to get there. His confidence is at an all-time high right now, man. If these guys just play through, like Skill's been saying the whole season, man, you just play through Kawhi and Zoo, you good. Like it's solidified. Zoo is going to get you anywhere from 18 and 12 rebounds a game. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, and Kawhi is going to be, especially if he's going to be this aggressive, hell yeah. Like I don't see too many things that can stop the Clippers because I'm seeing James Harden immediately get the ball out of the inbounds and pass it to somebody else. Like I'm seeing that shit. I'm seeing the unselfishness. You know, I'm seeing these guys I'm seeing these guys build championship chemistry right now. You know, and it's really scary hours for the NBA. That's all the fuck I'm saying right now, bro. So,
hey,
Taz, let me ask you something real quick, bro. Am I tripping, or does it seem like when Kawhi gets going, it's like everybody else gets going. Like last night when
Yeah.
Kawhi got going, as soon as Kawhi got going, it's like a switch went off in James Harden's head, and he got to
Yeah.
going too. He got the, the driving the ball. He wasn't settling for threes or any of that shit. You know what I mean? He was getting in the
Right.
lane. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, bro.
Mhm.
Like it seemed like they go as Kawhi go. Like when Kawhi makes like a purpose, like, hey, I'm going to get to this mid range, and nothing you can do to stop me. It's like everybody else speeds out there, bro.
Oh, man, like when I'm looking at that, like, and how I measure superstars is all because of Kawhi, because Kawhi makes selfish play looks unselfish. You know,
Absolutely.
it's crazy when you see Kawhi get the ball in the post. He see a double team, he immediately gonna pass that motherfucker. He gonna let you touch
Absolutely.
the ball. He gonna come back with it. You know, that's some unselfish play by itself because your team is gathering chemistry around you. You know what I'm saying? And guys are flying around cutting like we ain't never had a Derrick Jones Jr. cutting like this, man. Not since the 5 years Kawhi been here. You know that. And James Harden is the perfect lob person. And this team is clicking on all cylinders right now. You know,
I
and
think
a lot of
I
people
think you
gonna
guys
say
say it
that it.
best, man. My bad, Taz. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of people probably gonna say that's the Dallas Mavericks that y'all play, but a lot of people don't realize the Dallas Mavericks with Anthony Davis is a top 5 defensive team in the fucking league, no matter if Kyrie there or not. Hey,
Hey,
that game
hey,
right there was
Hey,
some serious.
he still got his points too last night. Like he
hey,
had
Yep,
like 20
yep.
and
limited
Chad,
minutes.
I said that. I said that when I first hopped on. Like I was like, people gonna be like, it was the Dallas Mavericks. But if Anthony Davis on the floor, that shit none and void. You know what I mean? Because
Man.
he's still gonna give you the defense. And last night I think he had like 25 or 26. So it's not like they stopped him. He still was doing his thing. It's just we
Yep.
have three guys. We have three guys that's gonna give you double digit points. Some nights here, Kawhi and Zoo may give you double digit points and rebounds. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yep.
bro, man. And then I was telling Rob, bro, don't let Norman Powell fuck around and find his stroke and come along with us now. That's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a real
Mm.
problem.
We're gonna be blowing
Hmm.
teams out. If Norman Powell is score even his average, we're gonna be blowing teams out, bro.
But it's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you. I figured it was gonna take Norman Powell just a little bit longer because he not getting the same amount of touches he was getting in the first half. Big
Right.
dogs got to eat first. You know what I mean? Kawhi got to eat first. Zoo got to eat first. And Norman Powell gonna have to figure out how to be just as efficient with about 15 shots. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be able to get 20 and 19 and 20 shots like Kawhi is getting. But if he can be efficient in his 15, just be calculated, be efficient, and still average your 15 to 20 points, bro. It's gonna be a problem, bro. I like our chances against
Yeah.
anybody.
And
Yeah.
honestly, like with Norm, like what shot can he not get? Like he can
Hmm.
shoot a three, he can shoot the mid range, like fadeaway mid range. Like he's got a little floater, and he's been
That's his
driving with that
pattern.
left, bro. He's been driving to his left hand, bro, this
Oh
year.
yeah, that's a myth, bro. Him saying like I think last year and the year before he liked to go right, but I think that myth has been like busted, bro. Because like he can
He's
drive
made
left, bro.
left hand like layup good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Whew, man, this team is looking real scary right now, and the craziest part is the defense is coming from everybody now. At some point, we was like, yeah, James Harden is a weak defender. Shit, James Harden took the assignment of guarding Anthony Davis off the rip last night. I said, what
That's
the
what I was
fuck?
trying to tell GM. Like
Yeah,
they've been
bro.
putting him more in the post with a big, and he been playing good D.
Hey, you know what's
Yeah,
crazy? Hey, you know what's crazy? DJ said that about a week or two ago. He was like, "I'll put Harden in the post
he
so he can,"
did.
what I'm saying? He said
I
that shit,
remember
bro.
that.
Hey, it is
You know
actually
what
looking
it
pretty
is,
good.
though?
I ain't
You
gonna
know
lie.
why? Because he's got strong legs, bro.
Yeah,
James
you do.
Harden got some big like tree trunk legs, low key. Like he got a little
Hmm.
rump, like no homo shit, but like he got a good rump on him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Oh, bro.
yeah,
Hey man,
man. Like,
this shit looking good, bro. I can't lie to you. Like I'm just trying, really, Chad. I'm trying not to get too excited, bro. I'm trying to take it game by
I,
game. You know
I
what I
heard it in
mean?
your voice. I heard it in your
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
voice.
I'm trying not to, bro. I'm trying not to, bro. But it's
Yeah,
hard not to when you see Kawhi playing like that, though. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
when he playing like that, bro. It's just like, how can you stop him, bro? Like, cause it's like you said, bro. If he hitting the three, he's unstoppable. If he hit the three, he's unstoppable, bro.
And
Because
let's be real, Kills, like that's probably like in Kawhi's game, that was probably the little thing is he wasn't as efficient from three. But this season, bruh,
Shit.
he's been
He
hitting
just
that
didn't
step
take
back
that many
three, bro.
threes. He was efficient from three, bro. Like he was our corner specialist in San Antonio. That's what a lot of people
But
don't know.
he's taking
no
pull up
facts.
threes now. Pull up
Yeah,
Step
threes.
back,
yeah, yeah.
step
That's true.
back pull
That's
up.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Step back pull ups and pull up threes off the fast break. He stopped on a dime last night, number never. You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, this shit is crazy, bro.
I'm
Like,
like,
Is
damn.
it me or does it seem like with age Kawhi is getting smoother with his game?
I think
Like
he's being
it
more
doesn't seem.
selective, bro.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
he seems
Like,
less rigid out there, man. He doesn't seem like he thinking too much no more, and he's just out there fucking hooping like
bro,
he's fucking
he just
But that's
moved.
22,
how it is,
hungry.
Taz, with the greats. With the greats like Kobe and
Yeah,
Jordan,
bro.
like when they got older, they just knew how to get to their spots.
Bro, and
Yeah,
they
that's
take
true.
they take what the defense gives them. Like whatever the defense gives, that they gonna kind of slick do the opposite. Like there's a couple times when they passed the ball to Kawhi instead of holding it and deciding what he needed to do. A couple of times as soon as he touched the ball, he dribble move. And then sometimes he would hold it, but it's like keeping the defense on their heels, so they never know exactly
Right.
what you're going to do. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Mhm.
bro. But I like to say, bro, the team is
Oh, the little
good, bro.
turnarounds in the post in the paint is he killing now with that shit? Because you could tell when
Yeah,
he was out of sync, he was not making. He didn't have his legs, but like Skill said, his legs has finally caught up to him, and
Yeah.
even on the defensive side, like agility wise, like you see him laterally moving, like he's there, he's got it now. Like
Yo,
he locking shit up, bro. He really is, bro.
yeah, it's crazy to see this man go through so many surgeries on his knee, and his
Oh
lateral
shit, God.
movement is just as smooth as anybody that's a elite tier defender on the perimeter in the NBA. And not only that, he's even staying strong in the paint, bro. This is a beautiful time to watch basketball if you're a Kawhi Leonard fan, man.
No, facts, bro,
but
facts,
like
bro.
I
And
said,
then
man, I want these Rockets though. Hey, Skills, I want them Rockets, man.
I feel you, bro.
Get
I
them
feel you,
niggas,
bro.
man. We gotta
Hey,
get
bro.
them.
But here's the thing, though, Rob. We literally have no choice but to win all four of these games. If we lose
Yeah,
any one of these
absolutely.
games, we can
You
fuck
can't
around and
lose
be in
one, bro.
a spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we really got to
Hey,
win all four of these games.
but the good thing is the Warriors got the Rockets tonight. Let's hope them boys. Hey, I'm hoping the Rockets and Jalen Green go stupid tonight against the Warriors right now. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, bro,
And they
I'm gonna be
need to put
real with you, Ted.
150 on them niggas.
I'm gonna be real with you. I hope that happens too. But the way Steph Curry playing right now, bro,
Yeah.
it's gonna take an all time great to stop him. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? Like the way he playing, bro. I don't see who on the Rockets finna stop that. You know what I mean? But
That's all I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
could
Those
be
two games
wrong.
are really the games that we got to worry about is the Warriors and the Rockets. I feel like we can beat the Kings, and you already know about the Spurs. Like, come on. So
Yeah. Hey, I got something to say too. I think it's a question to be had now that this era of superstars, the superstars that we have from the 2010s, are better than any other era of superstars out there because it's not many. Like, it's rare that we see superstars that's 35 and up consistently across the board, still producing numbers that they're doing, still doing the same shit they was doing 5 years ago. Like
yeah,
this generation of superstars is an elite generation when it comes to keeping your body intact. That's all I'm
I,
saying.
I, I agree with that, and I will say we have more in a generation now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we have more great players in a generation than we had in the past. Like in the past, you may get two or three at the most, 5 or 6 great players in one era. But like, bro, since like 2000s, bro, like it'd be multiple great ass talents in the league playing simultaneously at the same time. And you have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
Although a couple of them are the ones that get the coverage, it's really many great players from Vince Carter all the way up to Chain. You know what I mean? It's like these are like great
Yeah.
players with freakishly athletic ability. You know what I mean? So, but to your point though, Taz,
go ahead. My bad.
now go ahead, bro.
Nah. I was just gonna say something different, but y'all go ahead, keep talking.
Now, I would just say to Taz's point, though, I think, bro, with the diet and the way workouts have progressed, bro, if you're making millions of dollars, there's no reason why everybody shouldn't have careers similar to LeBron. Like you might not be like LeBron, because I think LeBron's biggest gift that people don't talk about is just the size he was born with, 6'9", 6'10", 250 pounds. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
His
saying?
bone density is
It's
crazy. I ain't
bone
gonna lie.
density. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to factor all that in. So everybody might not have as long as a career as his, but like you can even look at Kobe. He had a 20-year career and really didn't start to deteriorate to the end. But that normally only happens for players who try to play both sides of the floor on the elite level for the duality of their career. You know what I mean? Like most players, like LeBron,
Hmm.
he stopped sitting in that chair about 6 years ago. You know what I mean? He ain't been just
Yeah.
really sitting in that chair locking shit up or even trying to lock shit up. So that extends your career. But people like Jordan, people like Kobe, who like so prideful, such a competitor that they don't even know how not to play defense, they wear down a lot quicker. You know
But
what I
see,
mean? But
that's the
Yeah.
game though. Like a lot of people aren't as serious as those players back then. Because like, look at players like Zion. Why can't he get like health? Why can't he like, you know, be able to eat healthy? Like, why is he
I,
still having problems eating? Like, you know what I'm
that's
saying? Like,
discipline, bro.
yeah.
But that come down to discipline, bro. Bro,
so
I tell my son this
it's
all the
because a
time,
lot of
bro.
these players aren't like in this social media area, like era. Like these players, man, are soft, man. They're
Yeah,
not
bro.
they're not built
It,
like the guys from the early 2000s and before that.
and it's no, but bro, you know how the saying go. Hard times make hard man, weak times make weak man. You
See,
look at you look at all of the players before this generation who had to really go thug it out to really get these big paychecks. You understand, bro? At Michael Jordan's peak, bro, he wasn't even making a portion of the money that these dudes are making these days. Not even a portion of it.
mhm.
So it's like, they had to grind out and work hard, and they worked hard for these players currently to get these paychecks that they're getting. But these players, are coming into this money so easily, making all this money. They doing the opposite thing,
Because
bro. If
think about
somebody
it,
paying
a
you,
lot of these players are getting seen from like middle school, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but that's
So
what I'm saying.
they know from middle school they get into the league. Like some of these
And
players.
that's not even including like the underhand payments and the things that have been
Mhm.
given to them that we'll never know about, because at the time it was illegal, so we couldn't know about it. But that don't mean that the gifts and the bribes ever stopped. They was getting paid. They was getting this stuff. But that makes people be a little less hungry. And then you got to factor in they making all these money. Now, what incentive do they have to listen to the OGs? When people like
Mm.
Charles Barkley and Shaq try to sit them down and be like, "Hey, bro, you need to do this and work on your game, do this," and they mind, they like, "Shit, I'm getting $50 million this year, regardless whether I work on my game or not. So why am I going to listen to you and do all this? I don't necessarily need a championship. I can just get stats and be just as notarized. I have my social media following. I have all this stuff. There's no incentive for them to put that extra work in. But that's why we get
Yeah.
what we got. You know what I mean? So you know,
Yeah.
And Taz, even from the 2010s, like dude, we're getting like those guys are getting old. Like
Hmm. And
so
that's what I'm saying. It's just like uh, it, with the older superstars, once they got to a certain level, like we can even look at let's see who's a good Shaq, for instance. Big build, should be healthy, but once he got to that 35 mark after that last championship, his health deteriorated pretty damn fast. Even when it comes to Vince Carter was still that guy until like the last 5 or 6 years of his career. Because let's be real, Skills, when Vince Carter went to Memphis, we wasn't expecting Vince Carter to be who Vince Carter we know who he
no
was.
fact.
You
It was
know,
over with.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just saying, like these superstars at this level now, like the KDs, the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, the Kawhis, the Giannis's, all of these guys, really, the guys that we seen at the big stage, they still producing at the same level. It's not
No,
really
fact.
much deterioration at all, you know. And
Yeah, I mean, those guys take care of their bodies,
mm,
though. You know what I mean? You got to take your hand
mm,
off to them, bro. They probably got a good nutritionist. They working out through the off season. Bro, I've literally never seen Giannis fat. I've never seen Kawhi fat. I've never seen Steph Curry out of shape. I've never seen LeBron out of shape. Like, these people are
true.
in shape year round, bro. Like, it's not a time. Like, And I can only attest that to like, really being dedicated to your craft, bro. Like I'm in shape year round, bro. Like I may take a couple weeks off where I don't work out just to give my body a break from all the pounding and all of the stuff that I put my body through on a day-to-day basis. But year
Mm-hmm.
round, I'm trying to stay at a certain weight level year round. Like I'm not trying to go above it, bro, because it's hard as hell to lose 20 and 30 pounds once you get it. You know what I mean? It's hard to get it off
Yeah.
of you, bro.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm learning that shit now, my boy. God damn.
bro, it's hard, bro. It's hard, bro.
Once you hit 30, that shit go out the window.
Bro, it's hard,
Man.
bro. It's way easier
Yeah.
to maintain than to get it off of you. You know what I mean? It's way easier to maintain, bro. Because I
Yeah.
can have a shitty weekend where I go have a couple drinks and eat like I want to. That weekend I may put on 2 or 3 pounds, but I can lose that also in a week. You know what I mean? I can go
Yeah.
shake that shit off in a week. But if I fuck around and gain 20 or 30 pounds, bro, now we talking about 2, 3 months to get that off. And am I gonna be the
Yeah.
same? Because now I got to get
And
the weight off, and then I got to get back into elite shape. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. And honestly, for me, when I'm coaching my boys up when they get older, man, Kawhi is the perfect superstar to look at. And I know a
right,
lot of people might disagree, but a lot of people don't understand how much hard work and dedication you have to come into an NBA with only one skill set that you are confident in at any given point, you know, and then mold
right.
yourself to be a literal easy 25-point guy. It doesn't have a weakness on any spot of the floor. It's really hard to do something like that. And when you're looking at Kawhi's career, it's not very simple. And when you're looking at young kids, you ain't no might about it. You want your kids to go into a certain situation that Kawhi went into.
Nah,
Have
facts.
your skill
Facts.
set, but get around the guys that are going to build you to a completely different level. Kawhi went into a whole organization with mentors all across the board,
He
you know.
did. He did.
But
So
you know, he worked, bro. He worked hard on his game, and you know what? He
Mhm.
doesn't let nobody see it because you will not know if he's working. But he works hard on his game, and he doesn't talk about it.
Man,
Bro,
and
and
that's
honestly,
that's the same oh, my bad. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say honestly, bro. Like to what Chaz just said and what you just said, Rob. I think that's why, like, I'm so impressed when I watch him play. Like, I be so
Right.
impressed because I'm just like, I know when I first saw you, you were just a lockdown defender, and now that you
Hmm.
have all these wrinkles to your game, like you're a 3 level scorer, you know how to control the tempo of the game. Your basketball IQ is higher than almost anybody's in the league. You have a high winning percentage. Like your efficiency is like next level. So like when I'm watching this shit, it's really almost mind blowing because it's like, dude, like watch you come in, bro. He's a living example that hard work beat talent and talent don't work hard. Bro, he's literally
Mm.
a living example because there's people that came in the league that was way more talented than Kawhi, way more talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In his
And
draft class.
in
And
his
you can't
draft class, bro. But he
skills. You
outworked them though, bro. He outworked them.
Kawhi has even gotten better since he's been with us each year. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
you can even
Go
say that.
ahead.
I think earlier when Kawhi first got with us, when they were double teaming Kawhi had a hard time passing out of the double team.
Yep.
He was making a lot of
Yep.
turnovers. But each year, like you see, I see it now, like for real. He's been passing great out of the double team.
Yeah.
No, most definitely. And crazy, Rob. The only adjustment that he made was what Chad said earlier. He just passes out of the double team immediately now instead of just holding the
Exactly.
ball. See, the problem
Exactly.
was Kawhi is so strong. He's so strong in his mind. He thinks that if I get double, it doesn't matter because they physically can't take the ball from him. But
Right.
what he don't
Right.
understand is it's two grown men that's checking you. So they ain't necessarily got to be stronger than you to get the ball out of your hands. They can just pick and pry, and you thinking you could just hold it there because I got this super grip on it. They're not gonna be able to get it out, but that's not true. They can't get it out. But I think now he just made the simple adjustment. The second the double team come, he already has in his mind, or the plays are already drawn up who he need to hit
Facts.
first, and he passes out of the double team immediately. He doesn't wait. That's the only adjustment
Yeah.
he made.
And it's trickling down because now guys that have developed their game on the team has the same blueprint in their head. Like Zoo now. Zoo is understanding, all right, I'm 7 foot. If they got another big man, but a guy that's coming to close out that's probably around 6'6", I can do a step through the big man because I know the 6'6" guy is not going to get the ball if I keep the ball in the air. And then I can scan the court from there.
Nah,
Zoo is learning a whole lot just from watching these guys play, and that's the Kawhi Leonard effect, man. Everybody gets better. It's not just one person that you can rely on. Like LeBron James throughout his career always had that one person he could go to rely on. Kawhi throughout his career has elevated his teammates to a point where they produce at a different level than they're even used to producing at.
facts.
So
he leads by action, right? He leads by
Hey, that's exactly what it is, Rob. When you see somebody that's accepting the defensive challenge, and not only are they accepting it, you're looking, bro, just imagine what these dudes thinking when they actually on the court with Kawhi, playing with Kawhi, and you see him locking shit up. Like you see him on a consistent possession by possession. Because, bro, he rarely takes possessions off. Let's be real. He be engaged for the entirety of the game, and every once in a while he have his little moments where he may not be engaged for like a minute stretch, but for the most part, bro, he's engaged throughout the entire game. So like you sitting here watching a guy and you playing with a guy that's accepting the defensive challenge, and you watching him locking shit up, you watching him consistently get steals, consistently get rebound, and he giving you 25 or 30, but it's hard not to be inspired. See, like you play with a person like Luka Doncic, you may be inspired on what he do on the offensive end, but then you're gonna be annoyed on what he do on the defensive end. So it's only gonna inspire you so much because you like that, okay, he's a bucket, but this joker don't play no defense. I'm having to always pick up his man. But with Kawhi, it's a difference. Not only are you saying he play defense, he covering for your mistakes. When your guy get past you, Kawhi playing help defender. And Kawhi is also a great help defender. I heard somebody say a couple of challenges ago that he's not a good help defender or he's not as good as he was.
That's the stupidest thing I've heard.
Yeah, bro, I don't believe that's true at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a great help defender.
Absolutely. Honestly, man, I love this, man. Honestly, I just love where our team is headed right now. Like I said, we got 3 more games, and
We got four
more games. Man, let's just like you said, let's get it. Let's keep going. And win it and see where we go. See where it don't matter what position we at. Just finish these games. Let's go. And I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But at the end of the day, let's fucking go, Clippers.
Salute, bro.
Right, salute, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, Skills. I heard you say something crazy because I had to do some research on this MVP race, man. Y'all keep talking about Nikola Jokic ain't got no defensive stats, man. What are we doing? Y'all don't even realize Nikola Jokic, I think is top 5, top 10 in steals this year, right? Y'all don't realize that? He's averaging 1.8 steals. He's averaging 1.8 steals a game, man. He's averaging 2 steals a game this year. And y'all keep saying he got no defensive. Come on now.
Hey, I stand corrected. That's clutch. If that's a true stat, that is a good stat to have. 1.5 steals from your big man. That's legit. You know what I mean? So, but literally the only reason that I give Trey the edge, bro, is for 2 reasons, bro. First reason being, bro, you gotta factor in where your team sits at in the Western Conference. He's sitting at the top of the Western Conference, so I gotta factor it in. Second thing is, bro, I feel like he accepts the defensive challenge more than Jokic does. I really do. I feel like his whole team played defense and he played defense, and that's the only reason, bro. Because, bro, people like Jokic, people like Giannis, bro, they can make a case to win the MVP literally every season.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not a greater case than averaging a triple-double while getting you 26 points, 28 points a game. This man had a 60-point triple-double a couple weeks ago. Like, what do we? I understand it was in a loss, but that wasn't all his fault. That was not all his fault. No, this man was doing everything. When I say everything, I mean that was the most valuable player that I saw that game, bro, because he did everything in his power to keep his team afloat. It's just
Okay.
some mistakes coming down the stretch that ruined them chances.
All right, so to your point, right? That we could use that same game, bro. That was an MVP caliber performance, no question, no doubt. But just like we would have credited him with the win, we got to credit him with the loss. And true enough, the loss wasn't his fault. I agree with you. It really wasn't his fault. We all know who fault it was the last two possessions of the game. But at the same time, that's his teammate. You know what I mean? That's his teammate. And we was gonna give him the praise if he won. Now we was gonna be like, damn, that man stabbed him with the MVP, but he lost. So we got to give him the credit for that loss too. Am I wrong? Or
You're not wrong, but there's also an opposite side to that coin when you looking at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. Did you see what Ahmad Thompson did to that man the other day?
No,
Like,
I did. Did he get cooked?
yes, bro. They got wiped off the fucking floor by the Rockets, man. And when I'm saying I'm looking at Jokic in a game like that where he's getting blown out, he's still gonna look like the MVP. I ain't gonna lie, it was a different MVP when them Rockets played OKC, bro. It was a hell of a fucking game, but the Rockets just had too much defense and too much youth that matched up with OKC way too. And the crazy part, that's going to be a series that I would love to see, even though it's not going to happen until the later rounds if it do happen. But Steven Adams,
which series? The Rockets versus
Rockets,
Denver?
no, Rockets OKC.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because Steven Adams is going to make a major difference in that series, man. Like, he's the perfect presence in the middle for a young team. Like, he's giving you the enforcer, he's the rim protector, he's the guy that understands the floor, so he's calling everything out at the same time. He's just a perfect fit for that Rockets team, man. You know, yeah, go ahead.
Hello? No, I agree with you, bro. I've always been a big fan of Steven Adams just because his intensity, what he brings to the game, he's strong. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know if you know about me, bro, but I specialize in strength training and making people stronger. So it's like the first thing I look at is how strong a person is. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, let me see how strong he is. And I remember when I first saw Steven Adams, I forgot who he was playing against, but he like palmed the ball and like yanked it out of his hand. I was like, oh, yeah, this joke is strong. You know what I mean? But I've been a fan ever since.
Yeah, no, for real. Bro. Yeah, Steven Adams, he doesn't get enough credit. I mean, I understand it's the same thing with Kawhi, man. We rarely see that man on the court, but whenever Steven Adams is playing at his tip top level, man, it's like if the Rockets have to go against us in a series, I'm worried for Ivica Zubac in that series, bro, because that is the one big man that will be able to outmuscle Zoo in more. It's hard to say because Zoo is strong as shit too. I've seen Zoo's strength, but the pure dominance and strength that I've seen from Steven Adams outweighs a lot of shit that I've seen Zoo do. You know,
I agree with you. I think Zoo will still have a slight edge just from a height perspective. I think the hook shots can kind of go over, Steven Adams' head, and then Zoo has proven the ability to not have to get right on the basket. He can do floaters from almost down near the free throw. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as he does that, like, I agree with you. If it becomes like a banging match, I don't think that favors Zubac, not against him. You know what I mean? But if Zubac uses his skill, I think he can outskill him, though.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I mean, that matchup between us and the Rockets, I would love to see that too. You know, that'll be a very entertaining matchup, man. Because you're going to find out the level of defense that both teams have. And the Rockets and the Clippers, to me, alongside OKC, but the Rockets just have a little bit more length than OKC, in my opinion. They play a lot more grittier defense, man. They in your face with it. You know, they'll pick you up 90 plus feet. You know what I'm saying? They have the main thing that they worry about is defense, and that comes from Ime Udoka, man. And that is why that man deserves Coach of the Year. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know, I
agree. But you see what the play is with him, though. You know what I mean? Like they ain't gonna give him the shine that he deserves anyway. But I'm gonna say this, bro, and I'm gonna hop off, bro. To your point about Jokic, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't care who wins. I wouldn't be mad either way, whether Jokic won or whether Shea won. But I just think I'm looking at the numbers of Jokic. I'm looking at the numbers of Shea. I'm looking at where their team's sitting at, and I'm just looking at it like, bro, arguments can be made that Michael Jordan probably could have won MVP for majority of the years he played in his prime, but he didn't win every year. No
That's
different
true.
from LeBron won every year, and I just think Jokic has already won like what, two of them, three of them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the level that he playing at, bro, he can play at this level for 5, 6, 7, 8 other years. So I'm just saying, if he continues to play at this level, does that mean nobody else ever wins MVP for the season? You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, bro, we're gonna have to share the wealth, bro. He done won 2 or 3 times. The argument can be made that he can win this year, but this year I think we need to go ahead and edge it out and give it to the young buck who got the best team. Otherwise, bro, what incentive do these guys have to keep coming out here and trying to win MVP? Like, you got to reward them when
Yeah.
they put up good seasons and stats like this. You know what I mean? You got to be like, okay, I'm going to tip my hat to you, young fella, because we already don't talk about OKC. Bro, when you watch ESPN, bro, all they talk about is the Lakers, what the Lakers need to do, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, the Lakers made these trades, or the Lakers not looking good, or we need to fire this coach for the Lakers. But it's literally Lakers talk all day, every day. That's what they talk about,
Yeah.
Lakers. And they
Yeah.
may sprinkle in, Denver, and they may sprinkle in OKC here and there. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, get a young Bucks, they do. Reward him for the season that he's had, and maybe Jokic get it next year because he's gonna have the same numbers next year. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I agree. Like, in my opinion, I think Shea should have won it last year instead of Jokic. It was strictly because it was something that took the league by storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand Jokic still had his numbers, but to see where OKC came from to the point that Shea solidified himself last year, that was his MVP season. That was the season he deserved that MVP. But since now we see that their ceiling last year was the second round of the playoffs, now you come into this season with a completely different evaluation on the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I would give it to Jokic this year, because no matter what spot we see Jokic in, we know Jokic is going to perform at a high level in both the regular season and the playoffs. And he's performing at a all-time level, like top 3 all-time level this year. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like, this is a top 3 regular season year for anybody in the NBA that I've seen in my years of living. But I do agree.
Hey, that's why I can't be mad if he win. If he win it, bro, I'm not gonna come over here and throw no temper tantrum and be like he shouldn't have won it. Because I can't. If I'm being real, I can't look at his numbers and say that he didn't deserve to win it. You know what I mean? That'd be just a factually incorrect statement. So, like, he deserves to win it just like Shea deserves to win it. But, like, if he does win it, no harm, no foul. I just would give it to the young buck this year. I would go that route. You know what I mean? But we'll see,
I feel that. Yeah, sir, man. It's been good. I'm finna hop off too, man. Check the back chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back into shape my damn self. So I think you might be the perfect motherfucker for it, man.
Bro, I got you, bro. You said you in Laverne, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, bro. We can link up, bro. I'm normally working out at the YMCA's. If I'm not in like a boxing gym or nothing like that, I'm at the YMCA's. But they have those motherfuckers all over Nashville. So if you got one in Laverne, bro, I'll pull up on you, bro.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, salute to BJ, Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Salute you, Skills, Rob, man, all y'all, man. This is gonna be a great end of the season. I can't wait for this shit, boy. Kawhi is back in the fucking building, dog.
Man,
oh
yes,
shit,
yes, sir. salute. Y'all be good, bro.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now, yeah. It's all good in the neighborhood, homes. Yeah, little Rob. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. This summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Them summer nights, keep the top on, drop all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning
home, call the ruca on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Pagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in their rides with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
My homeboys throwing the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them, and it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup, party until the sun comes up, but we give up.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Them summer nights
can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them